Maybe.
I just got a pop-up. It said
Say we're
Shelby
recording?
is only 5 miles away. She's looking for love. Wow, this is my shot. I gotta follow up on this, guys. I'll come back later. She said it says she wants to meet me.
All right. Clear the table, grab the dice. Grizzly and Jesse are in the house. Welcome to Rolling Recklessly, where the battle lines meet the sky. May your crits be high, may your pain never dry, and your rolls be ever reckless.
All right, guys. Grab your brushes, pop your paint tops, and shake your primer cans, because this is something different about putting on a fully painted army on the table. The hours spent building, painting, basing, and all of a sudden, those models stop feeling like plastic. They become your army. And I think every Warhammer player remembers that moment, the first time they step back, look at painting their painted force, and realized, damn, I actually made this. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rolling Recklessly. I'm Grizzly. And here I'm joined by my co-host, Jesse. And today we're slowing things down a bit and talking about the best parts of the hobby. The connections that we build with our armies through painting, hobbying, and just spending time with the models that we put on the table. We've also got our first guest for season 3 joining us. Blake, what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
What's up?
I love that Alex Pereira walk up.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with my hands. It's like Talladega. It's like Talladega Nights. What do I do with my hands?
Just gonna put them down for you. We've been wanting to do more episodes like this, bringing different hobby perspectives, different experiences, and just felt like the perfect topic for it. Because whether you're a competitive player, a casual player, a painter, or somewhere in between, I think everybody is connected to this hobby a little differently, especially once the army starts to come to life. Jesse, how you doing, bro? Love having you back. Always on.
I'm glad to be back, man. Get to talk a little lighthearted this time instead of always preparing for a tournament or the next competitive edge. We can relax a little bit and talk about like something enjoyable and something that I recently got, some good insight on, and that's why we're having Blake here with us today. And glad to have you with us, Blake.
Yeah, man. I'm an open book. Whatever you guys want to talk about. I think hobbying is a weird thing for me, so I'm not sure it'll connect with everyone, but I'll tell you what I think about it.
That's the best part, man. That's what everybody's here to listen for, because we're all just a bunch of weirdos listening to this. And, like, dude,
you have to be this autistic to ride. Yeah,
exactly. 100%. That's like the Warhammer scale. You know what I mean?
For sure. I was standing outside Gamers Guild with someone the other day, and they got that sticker. It says Certified Autism Center, and I'm like, he was saying like, well, I don't know. I'm like, dude, we're literally doing math to make dragons fight. Like, what do you think we're doing? Like, yeah.
People are like, you guys like nerdy stuff. Yeah. It's like, dude, what? Yeah. It's like my force threes.
Have you done calculus to make a sword swing? Yeah. It's stupid.
I have to figure out the arc somehow. So
yeah, the longer I'm in this hobby, the more I'm just like, how or why am I here? But there's also nowhere else to be. So I don't know, man. It's weird. Warhammer is
that's what makes it nice, like when you run into people who play Warhammer and you don't have to explain like what it's about. It's almost like it takes like that breath that you're holding in about like, oh, I play Age of Sigmar, and they're like, oh, I know that. I play OBR. I'm Ozzy Bone Reapers, and they're like, oh, then you know. And he's like, oh yeah, what do you think of GHB? And like then things start flowing. You start talking about the nerdy things naturally. But yeah, this is a hard hobby even now to just tell people like, oh yeah, I play Age of Sigmar, because it just it almost
makes me frustrated because everyone's always like. Yeah, well, it makes me frustrated because everyone's first question there, I was like, oh, like the blue guy, right? Like with the outfit, like the Space Marines. And like, yeah, kind of.
Yep, they are blue. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, with the dawn of 11th edition, I don't see like 40K slowing down in popularity. It's
only gonna get worse. Yeah,
we'll always be the
our little humble
stepchild.
thing.
Yeah, it's just how it is, but that's fine. We don't need the spotlight. We're happy with how things are.
Spearhead's been holding it down for us, though, sucking in all the new people. Like, bro, a lot of people hyped up for Spearhead.
until they find out, wait, I need like 5 spearheads to play the normal game. Ah, shit.
Yeah, if you're lucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It depends on which army you play. If you played Khorne, you're like, fuck, dude.
Yeah,
how
spearheads
much
are
money
weird.
is it gonna be?
Some of them are really good value, and then some of them just give you a bunch of weird stuff. So I don't know about how I feel about the value in those.
Well, I
Well-
told Robert once, I was like, Spearhead is like a fighting game. Like, you don't want to play the same character over and over again.
That's
And the
true.
variation in the game comes from the different characters, i.e. armies you play. And they made it so
100%.
simple. Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
variance is so important. Like sometimes I love watching like YouTube footage of people playing games that I don't play. And like I'll watch someone play the hell out of Tekken, and it's like, dude, how have you played the same guy for 10 years? It's like, what's wrong with you? Like
As a Jin player, like,
oh yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to attack you personally.
yeah, and just so you know, it's been a lot more than 10 years. 10
But
years.
it's crazy,
Like number
like-
4 was out. I think I've
Yeah.
been playing since PS1 Jin.
He just kicked his like arcade paddle under the bed. He was like,
Hell yeah.
"What's going?"
Just put me on the spot like that.
Yeah, we should just talk about Tekken the whole time, I think. Probably.
That's it. This
right?
is a Tekken
There you
podcast.
go. That's season 3
Yeah.
plot twist. It's about
Yeah.
Tekken now.
All of
These
us.
are
yeah.
annihilators. These are armored kings.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
King's
they're
the
different
man.
variants of King. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, all right, hell yeah.
But no, get out of here. Let's get back into Warhammer. Let's talk about our season, or our Age of Sigmar, man. Best game ever. So Blake, what was it like for you putting like your first painted army on the table?
Oh boy. Well, that was so long ago. It's hard for me to even think about it. Well, I guess I have to say that I started as a 40K guy. We all make mistakes, right?
Yeah, me too.
It's funny. I didn't want to spend. It's such an expensive hobby. It's like nice to cut corners where you can. But I was getting
Agreed.
paint samples from Sherwin-Williams because you could get like a jug this big, and they were like $5, and you could water it down to like be a wash or whatever. So like my whole army,
Really?
like, I hand primed it. I did everything with brush. Like I didn't even use rattle cans. I was using house paint. You know, so it was like I don't know what I was doing, but the value was there. Games Workshop, you get this much. Sherwin-Williams, you get a whole damn thing. Yeah, dude. Chestnut
Who
checker.
thinks of that?
Yeah, me
That is,
apparently. I don't know. It's
Crazy.
probably-
I need to see these models.
oh, they're gone. They're gone. They were Necrons. The funny thing is, I was actually
Okay.
a pretty good 40K player, but I just didn't care. Like for some reason, that many guns just takes the fun out of a game. Like
I
the
agree.
fact
I feel
yeah.
the same way. I feel the exact same way.
Sigmar being melee focused is like peak.
Well, then we focus on like heroes. You know what I mean? Like, and there's
Yeah.
the narrative. The battles feel much more like narrative and thematic.
Well, also like we were talking about with our Tekken podcast, the variance is really important. Like feeling that all the factions are very different.
Agreed.
Like there's a lot of games like there's a lot of great games like Warcraft 3 was a really popular RTS game, but it's like, dude, there's only 4 factions. You're rocking a 25% chance at a mirror match. Like that isn't fun. And I'm sorry, 40K, this might be a hot take, but just because they're a different color doesn't mean it's not the same faction. Like the fact that Space Marines is half of 40K like drives me nuts. And it's like same thing, but red is not different. So you know, there's not enough Xenos and stuff. That's what I liked. I played playing the Xenos stuff. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in there, but it's not to me. But you go to Sigmar, everything is so distinctly different, you know.
Yeah.
So I know that
Including
I'm not
their
answering exactly. Hey, Stormcast, they got flavor. You know, so this is a really good way of like not answering your question at all. But so when I first got a Sigmar army, I actually just bought like a painted Seraphon army. I had no idea what I was doing. This was at like the end of 2nd edition. I'm not even trying to derail further, but pretty much like somehow I got invited for my first game to somebody's house, and they were under the impression that I was like a power gamer. So I played against some guy, like it might have even been Lumineth back when Lumineth were just even more unfun.
Super broken. Everybody had a spell.
I literally just died instantly, and everyone's like, "Oh, dude, I thought you knew how to play." I'm like, actually, I was very clear that I've never played this game before. So, and I just went there, but you know, Seraphon didn't last. then I got into Skaven. I've pretty much played every army to some extent over the course of these years. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure when that feeling of like, hey, I did an army. I probably experienced that with 40K. Like, even though they looked like ass, people liked my Necrons. Because having any paint on your models is an accomplishment in 40K. Those guys meta chase so damn hard. They like, I'm just gonna sell it. Like, I'm not keeping these, you know.
Yeah.
So
some people do like the 3 dips. You're like, look at that.
yeah, I mean,
Bam.
it's whatever. So you
Yeah,
know,
like,
there.
okay.
If you got any paint on there, you're a champion. But yeah, so I don't know. I experienced it with 40K. It was cool, man. And I just keep I think with painting, like, just start with where you're at and then just try to beat yourself a little bit every time. Just tune it up a little bit. If you tune it up too much, the project's gonna feel impossible. You're never gonna do it. So just
You get burnt out real quick.
100%. Burnout is super real. So just do a little bit better every time. You know, so that's kind of it feels good, I guess. That's why I do it. You know, because I paint a lot and people are like, oh dude, you must really like painting. And no, I don't. It's not fun. You want to do something fun, go to the lake, rent a jet ski. Those people are yelling woohoo. You know how many times I've been painting and yelled woohoo? Never. It's not a tickle of a time, okay? But it is about the satisfaction and the self-competition and being proud of what you're bringing to the table, because your rules change. Your army might suck in a week, but your models will always look beautiful. And we like having cool toys. That's why we play this game. It's about having cool toys. Like, it's not even about the game system. I'm just waiting until I'm like 60 and I'm just gonna be in like a freaking cabin, just going like, you know, like I don't give a shit. So
this is way better than mine. Mine is gonna be like,
well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Make love, not war.
My
But
grandkids are gonna try to go near it. I'm gonna be like, get away from that.
yeah.
Get away from that.
Yeah, it's pretty much gonna be like my old lady equivalent of like porcelain angel figurines that like, no one's allowed to touch.
This guy had a grandma.
Yeah, exactly. No, those are our good plates. We don't use those.
Exactly.
It's just Warhammer
porcelain. You need to put that back.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it back in the
What I tell you about horse playing near my models?
Yeah, I just want
Go
something that my
outside.
kids aren't allowed to touch. That's pretty much what it's all about.
How about you, Jesse? What did it feel like for you having your first army painted on the table?
Okay, it was the Scorched Earth Open a few months back.
That was 3 months ago.
Yeah, this is recent.
Yeah, this is recent, bro. I had just finished putting the gold trim on all of my annihilators and reclusions. No, I'm just kidding. But for me, it was always like, how's the fastest and easiest way I can do this without any talent or planning? I was like, I know. I'll rattle can them silver and then paint their trim gold. And then all the detail work was just like it'll just come naturally. And that's exactly what I did, yo. And like just did that basic, just not even like dry brushing, just one layer painting it on there gently at a time, and then doing all that trim. I remember having to base it at Robert's like garage, like nights, like maybe a night or two before we had to show up for the tournament. I'm like putting that like Elmer's glue and grass on it. I'm like, all right, let's. But
we were grinding it out. It was a good night. That was a good night.
But once we were at Scorched Earth Open, bro, and Krondis was on the table, and he was surrounded by all the noble looking Stormcast, and Iridan was there, and a dude came up and he took a picture and he looked at me and he was just like, so cool. And I was just like, all right.
It's a good feeling, though. It's a good feeling.
All right. I was like, okay, cool.
Bro, I had this very similar experience. Obviously, Scorched Earth Open, first big time, to debut my army as like a fully painted, nice looking army. I remember it took us a while grinding up like weeks leading up to that point of like having our stuff, finished. So I mean, it was very nice. I had a blast. And then when people were like, oh, can I take pictures? And I'm like, yeah.
You're like, nah.
Flip my hair back, like, I guess.
It's not even of the
Like,
table.
if
It's
you
just a you.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself on Getty stock images next week. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm
Those
stock
dude doing the
photos
hairspray.
now? What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. I can't even copyright myself.
That's right.
You look up the word Sylvaneth, you just see Robert like this.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
For me though, it was awesome. I really like that. It's one of my favorite parts about the hobby. Is seeing all the different painted armies. You get to see all the different expressions of all the different people. And we're about 15 minutes in now, so this I think is a great time to jump into our first segment of Welcome to the Realms. Which Blake, man, I just want to hear about it. Let's hear about the beginning. You told us a little bit how you got into Warhammer. You came in through 40K, which I mean, good. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I like to tell us a little bit more about like you got into your hobby. What was your first army you jumped into?
Well, it all started 3,000 years in the future with a dark lord named Aku. Oh wait, that's never mind. That's Samurai Jack.
That's Samurai Jack.
I get it. We're so similar. I get us mixed up all the time. So yeah, I mean, I just have to go with like kind of my memory of it. I don't know about like the technicality of like my first thing. Like I just ended up selling the Seraphon thing because that's the problem. It was done pretty well, but and this is kind of, we might get into this a little more later, but that's kind of the trap with commissioning. It's kind of like if you start and get addicted to that, it really limits you because then you're like too scared to like paint something because it won't match. You don't have the same materials. And if you haven't painted at all, you're not going to have the skills to match it either. So it's just
definitely.
like, I know everyone wants their stuff to look super sick, like right out the gate, but that's just not how it goes. And you need to learn to paint like you, not learn to paint like somebody else. Like other people can help you, but I always say videos are freaking poison. Like if you start becoming a recipe guy, God forbid you have to think for yourself because all that's going to go out the window. So just do what you can. So I didn't really keep them. I really don't like repeating things. Skaven is the only army that I've purchased multiple times. It's bought and sold. I don't know. I don't know. And then Nurgle, I'm finally revisiting Nurgle as of like last month. But so I guess I'll just reference that from like what I have currently.
What armies do you have right now?
So right now I have Skaven, of course. That I got. It's when I got more seriously back into the game. I think I took a little break for a bit, but I have Skaven, and then I got Gits because I like to just play the same thing in a different color. Like they really do. Like it's like horde mechanics. It's like like with Skaven, I'm like it would be great to have less models on the table. I'll play Gits. It's like that is not what that is.
Yeah.
So then I have them. And then I pretty much finished those. I've got like 10 or 11,000 points of both of those. And then I decided to pick up Soulblight, and that was like, I don't really like death, but like something about Soulblight just clicked. I'm like, baby, where have you been? I love you. I like everything about them. They're super rewarding to play. Like we were talking about a little bit earlier, like Skaven, you make one wrong move, your whole army's dead. It's like, all right, cool. Yeah. Kind of the same thing for Gits, but they're a little bit better. Like the units are a little more potent on their own, so you can kind of still cobble a victory back together sometimes. But again, what's an armor save? I don't know. You just pick up models. You don't roll anything. So Soulblight has been really refreshing, like the resurrection mechanics and everything. I just couldn't be happier with them. I'm finally going to start playing them again tomorrow. I took a little break from them. And then I have Hellsmiths, but not like real Hellsmiths. I think I'm the biggest stockholder of bull centaurs in North America. You can't even buy them anywhere. You can't buy them. No, I got 27. Do you want to feel what 27 bull centaurs feels like? Because I can show you. It's weird.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So Casey, when she worked at J&J, she really that was the one thing they ordered a bunch of Hellsmiths, and I was telling them, I was like, bro, you need to advertise this. Like people really want these bull centaurs. Yeah, and right away, as soon as they put them online, bro, they were gone right away.
Yeah, and you can't get them anywhere. I don't know why Games Workshop is so terrible about restocking models that they already have stuff for. Like, it takes months. And I'm the king of jumping on bandwagons late. Like, when I got into Gits, it was when it was super hot. You couldn't even get the terrain piece. People were selling it for like $140. It was ridiculous. You couldn't get anything. Same thing with Hellsmiths. I decided way too late. By some miracle, with our buddy Brad's help, I was able to piece together enough bull centaurs to live the dream. And then, it's also like, it's just kind of a meme list. Like, it's honestly, when it's hitting, it feels like this army is irresponsibly strong, and I'm not feeling like a good person for playing this. But you have a bad game with them, and you're like, oh, I don't know what happened.
And then you feel it, huh?
Yeah, and then I just started building Nurgle. I've spent the last month building Nurgle. I've pretty much got everything built. I just need Rodigus. So yeah, I've got those 5: Skaven, Gits, Soulblight, Hellsmiths, and Nurgle now.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, man. That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how they're getting painted, brother. I don't know.
What's been your favorite army?
Oh,
what's been your favorite army to paint? Let's not say play. What's been your favorite army to paint?
It's tough. I really like painting Skaven, but it's kind of for the same reason I liked painting Gits. It's like, not that you can't always ignore box art, but some armies are just like, who cares? You know, like Skaven, like they're supposed to be crazy. Like they're essentially just like crackheads in a junkyard slapping stuff together, you know, like, so they want to be crazy. They want to be wild. Same thing with Gits. Like, you're talking like psychedelic mushroom demons, essentially. Like, so anything that lets you bring kind of color to anything is fun for me. I'd say Gits has more forgiving textures. There's a lot more skin and stuff, where Skaven are a little more like wearing clothes, but you still got some nice textures. So I think both of those have been really fun. Soulblight's been a challenge, but I think when it's done, it's going to be really nice and clean. So short answer, none of them. It's terrible. There's points where you're just like, you know, like questioning yourself 3 inches from the mirror at like 4 a.m. and you're like, who are you? You know, it's like, it has none of it's fun. Like, even if you like some Skaven models, I'm a psycho. I have 80 clan rats like painted to a pretty high standard, and I did them in batches of 40. Like, who does that? What is wrong with me? I know it was just so much of my time. Same things with the squigs. You look at the Boingrot Bounders, you're like, oh, it's just a squig with a goblin on it. Yeah, okay, bud. Paint it. Bro, it still takes forever.
Your squig army is amazing, though. I love the colors that you have, the paint that you have. Like, you didn't go like, so I have a squig army myself. Like, I'm trying to. I have about like 1,000 points of squigs, and I have like 1,000 points of Git Mob. But like, I like the squig build. I think I just want to go all in on this.
Well, those two together still work pretty well, though.
That's kind of how it was. Is my girlfriend got like the Git Mob box, so like I was like, oh, cool. Like, you got us like Gits. It's like, oh, I love squigs. So then I bought 1,000 points of squigs to kind of fill it up, you know.
Yeah, it's funny how you know, I don't want to get into the dregs of it too much, but I didn't even plan to play Gits. Like I said, I picked him up right at the height of their popularity, because I was trying to get my cousin to play the game, and he's like a 40K guy just because he hates fun. And so I was just trying to get him. Like, I'm like, hey man, I'll get you an army, because like, I think something special about your guys' relationship, and I know, like, you know, after playing the same guy for a really long time, you're desperate to kind of like mix things up a little bit. But like, that's the sacred thing right there, like kitchen table kind of Warhammer, where you're just learning together and growing together. Like, that is absolute peak. So that's what I wanted to do. I said, hey man, I'll get you some models. I can get a nice freaking deal on these. I'll hook you up. And when I brought it to him, like, also, he's always been squig. I love squigs, 40K orc squigs, love squigs. So I got him a whole bunch of squigs, a bunch of Gits, and then he gets them, and he's like, actually, I only like trolls. I'm like, what do you mean you only like trolls? And it became like this whole thing where he was like just not making it pleasant. So I'm just like, fine, I'll keep them. He's like, you know, the value's not even there. And I'm like, dude, I sold the crap that I didn't even want within a day for more than I paid the entire lot. I'm like,
It's one of the
brother,
most loved armies.
I was hooking you up, dude. So long story short, that's how I ended up with Gits. And now I'm just like, I don't know. I have like 10,000 points. I don't know what happened.
So I just fell into 10,000.
Yeah. I woke up in a gutter with a bunch of trogs in my hand, and I don't know.
It happens. Jesse had a Skaven tide when I met him.
That's what about Sigmar, you know, because
Yeah.
I started out like with just that Skaven tide box, and like I thought that was so much, just that one box. I was just like, oh, this is so much. Yeah, I thought this was like, this is gonna take me forever, and then we crushed like almost the entire box in one night. Me and Robert just cracked out, just putting them together, talking, bullshitting. It was just hilarious. And then I get all that stuff built together, and he smashes me with his Sylvaneth army, and I'm like, well, what am I missing? What exactly am I missing?
About $160 is what you were missing.
Skaven's just tough, dude. Like, that's the thing, is like, my thing with Skaven is like, they're my favorite, like, in the lore. Like, I'm not like a lore junkie, but I read the books and stuff like that. So I have a little bit of context for stuff, and like, they're so awesome, and like, they're technically like the strongest. Like, if you read these books, it's always the Skaven that come out on top. Skaven on top, number one. But dude, it's like, especially when you're learning the game, or even when you're good at the game, you have to be so good to be like that Skaven guy that it's like, you might as well just outperform with a different army that doesn't make you work as hard. Like, you have to be so many steps ahead, dare I say 3 claw steps ahead.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, it's like ridiculous, dude. Like, I don't suck at the game, but like, man, when I play Skaven, sometimes I'm just like, I am just bad. Like, I don't know. It's challenging.
One time I beat Robert with 1,000 point Skaven army. It felt so good. I was just like, I beat his, like, I think he was Seraphon. That's right. He was Seraphon, and I finally got him with 1,000 points. And it's only really because he rolls so bad and I roll so well.
We take those.
I was just like, one for the first game.
He learned a lesson that first game.
Glory to the Horned
Rat. It was not the first game. We're like, we got to re-rack.
And I was like, we got to re-rack it. We got to re-rack it. That wasn't fair. I swear his army could just pop my army in one turn, and I was just like, what is going on? What is wrong? What am I doing?
Yeah, I think all that stuff right into my Carnosaur, and it was very painful.
That's how you have to go about it, though, I think. Like, if you're a Skaven player, like, you're not going to win most of your games, but if that one game every once in a while is enough for you, then, like, you know, life's all about expectation, you know? So just have no expectations, try to punch up. Who knows? They might get confused and throw. That's pretty much what you're looking for.
I love the take. Yeah. Another question for you then. Another question then is, so as you know, like when you do a hobby like Warhammer, there's a couple different types of players. You know, you've got like your lore junkie who you just brought up right now. That's all they do. I have one friend. That's all he does. He doesn't fuck with no models. He doesn't play the game. He just does lore.
That's crazy.
And he's super into the lore.
Can we start a GoFundMe for them, or?
I told him, I was like, I have 6 armies. You can play, and he was like, no, he's a 40K guy though.
That's cool though.
So I'm trying to talk him into Sigmars. That's the plan. But so there's lore players, then there's like your hobbyists, you know, people who like to build, paint. That's kind of more their thing. They don't really play the game. They just like the models. Then you have some people who just play. They don't like the hobby bit at all. They buy models that are already built, already painted, and they're like, yeah, hell yeah. They show up with like a gray army. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. This quarter right here is a proxy of this fucking unit. And you're like, oh,
yeah, you can just say 40K players. You can just say that. Like,
what kind of player are you? Would you consider yourself? Because I felt like you said you hate painting.
Oh yeah, I do. I don't care. Yeah, that's why it's so funny that like even you guys casually were like, yeah, he's like Bob Ross. I'm like, I do everything with fury and self-hatred. Like, that's not Bob Ross. Like, it's all just about anger. It's like any great artist, like, they're not stoked. Like, we got dudes cutting off their ears. Like, they're not happy people, you know. So that's
you're not wrong.
Yeah, none of them are doing great. You know, they're all just like, thank God we got all this work from him before he jumped in front of a freight train. You know,
what's unfortunate is like usually they get wrecked too before like they get like acknowledged.
Yeah,
So,
I heard on your last episode you kind of mentioned like that you guys are like more playing and then hobbying secondary and kind of that kind of stuff. Like you guys like to do
agreed.
that. But for me, like everything matters. Everything matters. I definitely don't care as much about playing, but like it also justifies the hobby because like I don't think I would do it just to do models. I don't think I would read lore just to know lore. Like it's everything gives it itself context. And I think that's kind of how I feel about the game. Like you can have a favorite part, but I think it's like the juxtaposition of everything with each other is like what makes the game special. It's like for me, it's like I like knowing what I'm painting. Like it informs your painting. Like what does this guy do? Who is he? You know, all these sort of things. Like what is he going to do for the army? Does he have a certain buff that he gives? Is that something that I want to be represented on the model and things? Like it all just informs each other. So I have a hard time. I mean, people know me for painting, but I wouldn't do it if I wasn't playing a game. You know,
I feel you.
it all justifies each other, you know, so that's why it's such a rich hobby because you get all these different food groups, you know. So I think like every once in a while, I was like, I finished the Gotrek and Felix books, and those are
Very good
outstanding.
books, yeah.
Outstanding. Highly recommend. Get it on Audible. The narration's outstanding. If you try to cheat it and go on YouTube, you're gonna get some guy from like Lithuania that's like, yes, I am Gotrek, and I like, dude. No, it sucks. You'll get the book, but you won't get the book. The narration they have on those outstanding.
The voice in my head sounds like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So it's just like, you know, I think that's really important. I honestly I lost my train of thought. But yeah, what was the question?
I feel like you answered it. You know, we're trying.
We're
to
talking about like what kind of player you
we
were.
are.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's it, man. Yeah, sorry, I'm all the colors. I'm like Neapolitan ice cream.
I know,
no,
like
that's sick. I actually kind of relate more to that. Like playing is like probably my primary. It is like the reason, like you said, to buy the hobby, like the models. Like the reason my girlfriend, she's like, oh, that game looks fun. I was like, sick, and I have a reason to spend a ton of money on stupid shit. Like,
Yeah, that's what you
and now I'm
need.
gonna like focus on that, you know.
yeah,
but
and you know,
I
feel like
you said,
our
it's a
girlfriends
reason to do it.
they join us along in playing now too, so it only makes it like easier to continue playing more. And it, you know,
you
me and
struck
this
gold
guy, we're
with
not
that.
a good measure on like what
We
you
did.
should be like.
We did.
For like
100%.
we're not a good measurement on how you should be in the hobby, because if we could, we would play each other every day, dude. We're sick in the head.
Yeah,
We're
that's
sick in
rare. Good for you guys.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, we took like, so after the tournament we took like, it was like a week off, and I was like, dude, I need to
Yeah,
play some Warhammer. Like my
yeah.
girlfriend's
It was
you need to shut
it
the
was
fuck
like
up
you
about
went
that.
it was like you went away in the military or something, and I was like, where
Yeah.
the
I took a week off, so I was like, I need to play some Warhammer. I think we played the following Monday. Like I was like, oh nice.
I think the theory crafting I really enjoy too. Like the list tweaking, I think is also really fun. Like I think list building is probably the most enjoyable part
Yeah.
for me actually. And then you have to play to kind of to
Test
to,
it.
to
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
sure it's practical and everything. But I love just like spending 2 hours debating where 50 points should go. I think that's a really fun part of the game. It's like a shitty little puzzle, and it's like it all adds up to a bunch of work you have to do. So I don't know. The game's really weird. Everything like there's so much to enjoy and so much to complain about. They're the same thing. It's like I have two wolves inside of me, and they both cost $1,000. Yeah. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know. If people ask me about it, it sounds like I'm complaining, but at the same time, it's like there isn't another hobby for me. Like the longevity is the curse, but also the joy of the game itself. Like I don't know. The fact you can do this for 20 years is like awesome, and it's also like why, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. But this is what I'm doing.
I often wonder,
I'm here.
I
Hey,
often
the
wonder,
Lord keeps
like,
up with you.
Are we all gonna grow older and grayer, like just looking at each other across these fucking 60 by 44 tables with different armies in front of us?
I mean,
And
we
I was
play,
like,
yeah.
That's
I
the
was
plan.
like, I remember
That's the
when you were
plan.
young and spry and played Sylvaneth. Now,
Yeah.
now you're a bitter old Soulmite player.
Yeah, you're older.
Bring
than
the old
trees.
Robin back.
It'd be a slaves. I'd be a slaves player.
Oh,
When I become tired of everybody's nonsense, I'm just gonna play slaves.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to a point where I just don't really paint anymore, as far as like, except for new releases. But I know that sounds like insanity, because like I'm sure that's everyone's goal. But
Yeah.
you know, I got pretty freaking close until this year. I messed myself up, and then I can't get any work done because I keep painting other people's stuff. So I'm gonna take a month off, like next month, and just work on my Soul Blight stuff. I want to get that 2K done.
Let's go.
So we'll see. We'll see.
So how's it been like as a commissioner, man? How does that feel?
I don't know, dude. Sometimes like commissioning is such a freaking racket. Like at first you're just nervous. It's like any entrepreneurship kind of thing. Like at first you just want customers, you know,
Yeah.
so you're like, you're just excited that people want your work, and like you're just ready to make deals happen. But I don't know if you guys have seen Napoleon Dynamite, but you'll finish that first project. You're like, that's like $1 an hour, you know? So it's like, that's my favorite thing is to say is like, you know, you gotta respect your own time. Like it's cool to get that done. But again, we're adults. We have other things we need to be doing. You can't just shoot yourself in the foot to be like, yeah, I got a commission, you know?
Yeah.
So it's cool, man. Like luckily people like my stuff enough now that, they're willing to, you have to be careful with your customers. You want to find people that are willing to pay for your work, because it's also just annoying debating with people. And it's like, so you spent $1,000 on this unpainted garbage that you can't be bothered to paint yourself, but I'm supposed to do it for $5 an hour. Like what sense does that? So, having that whole run around with people, they're just, there was something stupid I heard online once, but I mean, it's pretty true. It's like, it's not overpriced. It's just out of your budget, and that's something you have to kind of internalize, that like, you have to be okay with walking away from a job, and just respecting that it's like, I still need to value my time. So
Agreed.
That being said, I have a couple good clients right now that want consistent work. I've pretty much painted all of Brad's Lumineth, which is just, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
They look amazing, by the way.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Me from getting Lumineth.
Yeah, they look cool. I'm like, I'm going to be wrapping up a tech list today. So I'm so happy to get that the hell off my desk. So it's kind of just like, Brad's been really good to work with. He makes things really easy. He's really understanding, and I try to have really quick turnaround times, but he doesn't care anyway. So he's super great to work with. Like, if you can have customers that are just like Brad, you're gonna have a nice time.
You'll be golden, yeah.
Yeah, even if it's Lumineth. It's funny. My buddy Mason, I was telling you about, he always said, "Wasn't Lumineth the one army you said you'd never want to paint ever?" And I'm like, yeah, well. Money. So it's all
$50 says otherwise.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go meet a guy tomorrow to see if we want to. He's doing like a 40K. I can't tell if it's Horus Heresy or not, but he's doing like a 40K one. Some other guy was painting his stuff, and he did really good work. Like, he showed me the work I'm supposed to match, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try. And it's really cool, but I guess the guy just like stopped doing it and hasn't like painted anything in like 4 months. And the dude is just kind of fed up with it. And he's just like, I'm looking for another artist to finish this for me. So we'll see if that works out. But in general, I'm like kind of good. Like, I don't really want to do more commissions for people that I don't already know. Like I did some painting for Joel from House of Hobbies not too long ago. We did some X-Men stuff. That was fun. That was a nice little switch up.
That sounds
nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I used to be big into that game when it first came out. And then I got like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like there was a lot of interest in the community. And I I was worried that the game was just dead. But they keep releasing stuff for it, so I guess it didn't die. But
it's probably the next biggest like war game that's not like Warhammer related or Battletech.
I liked it. I thought it was cool. The models go together really well. It's like if Games Workshop could learn to make their push fit like that, I would have been like, wow, they're the perfect example of push fit. But I digress. Commissioning's cool. It helps you buy more plastic because I can't afford the toys that I want without doing a little bit of extra work. So it helps you if you want to just be like, it's kind of like where you like doing drugs so much you start selling drugs. It's kind of like the same thing, I'm just a bad crack dealer. That's what I am. So it's kind of what it is. Like it's not like going to anything else. It's going to Warhammer tattoos. I'm also using it for tattoos. So that's that. But now it's like you tell yourself, oh, this will help with my light bill. Nope. It's going
into your hobbies. Go right back into it, boys.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some custom Seraphon Nikes. That's what I'm gonna get with my money. Yeah. Sounds sick.
That does sound fucking sick. Some dope ass like Seraphon Nikes.
Hell yeah!
They got the scales on them.
Those are Croxagore 3s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The Croxagore Crocs, though. Let's go.
Oh, now that.
Let's go. Hold on. Let's censor that out. We need to make some money. Gotta be a way.
Don't let Games Workshop know about this.
Yeah. They will send you a cease and desist for sure.
Oh, they sure as hell will.
They've sent me one before.
What?
Yeah,
I can't wait till I get mine. I'll like have it posted up back here.
Oh yeah, I was 3D printing, dude, and I was just like, I was running it up, dude. Well, if they're not gonna sell something, I'll sell it, bro. Like when Kronspine first came out, and you had to buy that stupid terrain box that was like, it's like you had to get like that much, and like Kronspine was busted. Like they knew what they were doing. They wanted everyone to buy that stupid box.
Yeah.
I said, fuck it, dude. I was slinging those things, dude. I was selling Kronspines all day. What you want, what you need. So like, and mine looked better too. But they caught on. Same thing with the Rogue Idol from what's the orcs called? What's the technical name for orcs? Iron Jaws. I guess it's Orc War Clans. I guess.
Yeah, Orc War Clans is the big like. Over
but they won't sell you Rogue Idols. It was only on Forge World for like $160. I was flipping those things all day, and then
you're like, I got that.
Then they caught on, but we cleaned up pretty good on that. Whatever, man.
But I love to hear it. Let's jump into Warhammer this week. That's gonna be basically what we've been working on, games we've been playing. I myself have been, if you listen to the last episode, I finished up my Belthanos, who I'm very particularly proud of. Next time I see you, if you go into Gamersguild tomorrow, I'm gonna come over here and flex.
I'm gonna be there.
Flex my Belthanos. I think I did a sick ass base. That's like the part I'm proudest of.
Basing's fun.
Basing is kind of like the thing I like. It's the very simple thing, and I think I can artistically.
It's weird. Some people don't like it, and I'm like, that's the best part.
Yeah, that's the fun part. I think for me, that's like the part I enjoy. I'm also almost done now with my Lady of Vines. I did like the trim, the highlights. I did some washes. I think she looks super fucking sick. I'm super hyped how she came out. I literally just have to base her, and then all I really have left of my Sylvaneth is I have a unit of Kurnoth bows I got to throw together real quick. But I've already painted like so many Kurnoth. I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, this is my fifth set. I'm kind of like, oh, fuck, I might even sell these. And then I got to build and paint my my Grove Guardian, the brand new model, the Sylvaneth model. I'm super hyped to play her.
Did you guys ever watch Jackie Chan Adventures?
Yeah.
Cartoon. Yeah, okay. But that's like Grizzly tried to make it sound like he just had a little bit more to finish, but he kept being like, one more thing.
Yeah, one more thing.
One more thing.
It's tough because that's the bait of this hobby. Is like they're always trying to show you that one more thing.
Yeah, more thing.
They put that cog for it out, and that's the only thing they showed recently because they know that's all they need. They're like, I'm gonna put this out, and everybody's gonna want this.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think about that thing.
Yeah, we gotta get the audio edited in. The one more thing.
Yeah.
The Concord seems wild. What about Jesse? What have you been working on?
So I won an eBay auction for some Storm Drake Guard,
Okay.
And now I have 4, so I can run them reinforced. And I was like, okay, got 4 big dragons. Blake, you helped me get started painting on one of them, on 2 of them, and I'm excited to play some dragons. You know, Kaylee talks about how fun it is. She's like, it's not very competitive, but it is a lot of fun. And I was like, well, that's okay. I'm in for the fun.
It's all fun until you have to keep them in coherency. That's all I'm gonna say.
right.
The
See, that's what I was
four-man,
saying, bro.
the
four is
four-man
too
with
hard.
the wings, bro. Like, I don't know. Good luck.
That's why I told him, I was like, bro, you should split it in 2. Like put two groups of 2.
Hey man,
The 4 seems hard, but you can't get the 1 drop then, right?
I did make a 1-drop list with my dragons. It's yeah, so that's what I've been working on. You know, obviously I had a paint lesson with Blake here, and I learned so much. And I'm the opposite of Blake. Like I don't really like put much stock into the painting aspect of the hobby. I try to find the quickest and easiest way to get things done. You know, I mostly follow like box art. I haven't had a radically left-turning army yet. That being
you'll get
said, that being said, you know, like if I do have a radically left-turning army, like it's probably going to be my Skaven. I just feel like they're the ones to do it with.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
Make
you
them
could do some
crazy.
cool colors. Well,
Yeah.
fucking, you're the man at that. You make some crazy color stuff. Again, I love your
All the
kits. You didn't do the
colors.
box art kits. Have you
No.
been working on anything recently, Blake? You're always working, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been building so much Nurgle, my hands hurt. And those are gonna be crazy. Plot twist, you know, shocker.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah, of
surprised.
course.
But yeah, I mean, I've just been working on my Soul Blight when I have time. I think the last thing I finished for them was actually Vordry, and that was such a
sick.
scary project. It's like, oh my god, like looking at that model, and I didn't do any sub-assembly. I was desperately looking for opportunities to sub-assemble, but it's like, it is just, there's no good places to do it. Like Ben was smart because Ben technically cheated. He didn't build the reins because like I wasn't planning on leaving any parts out. If you didn't do the reins, it's easy enough to paint Vordry separately from the dragon. But I just couldn't figure it out. Like even Vordry himself, he's like, for just being a guy, he's like 20 pieces, and you build it all like onto the chair, like the knee bones connected to the leg bone kind of shit. And it's just, it was just like, how do I do? So I had this model, all this, like, I'm like, how am I even going to work with this? You know, it's so big, you know, like you got to palm that shit like a basketball while you're trying to paint it. And yeah, and it's just not good. So luckily I had the foresight to be like, okay, I can't really do it sub-assembled. So what I did was I elevated mine on like a bunch of cork. So it was still hard at some parts, but I was able to get under a little bit better, you know.
So you can like flip it up and look at it.
Yeah, but it was still terrible. But the fact that I finished that made me feel like, okay, the rest of this is downhill. So sometimes it's good to start with the scariest thing. But yeah, I've just been doing Soul Blight. I've been experimenting with like oil washing and doing like fluorescent glow effects. So it's actually pretty cool. Unintended, my entire Soul Blight army is blacklight reactive, which is like, it's not very relevant. Like we're not playing at a rave or anything. Yeah, but exactly. You know, everyone's
you could play Warhammer at a rave.
Yeah, and my cabinets, you know, I light them up sometimes. I'm like, wow, these things look crazy. So it's kind of just for me, but yeah. So you know, just Soul Blight things, you know, and then
that's sick.
Painting other stuff for other people.
Yeah, I'm scared of because I have Vordry myself. I have to build.
Oh,
I have that Christmas box list.
How much stuff do you have?
I have a lot of stuff.
Sounds like you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff.
Answer the question, Robert. Tell them exactly how much you have.
I mean, I have probably like 6,000 points of Sylvaneth. Okay. I have at least another like 3,000 points of Seraphon.
Okay.
Probably like 2,500 points of Caradron.
What? We didn't even talk about them.
yeah. No, I have a lot. I have more. I have like at least 2,000 points of Soul Blight.
Oh, you're cooked.
I have the Trolls box. I have Gits. I have I have at least 2,000 points of Gits like built,
Okay.
and then I have like that Christmas Trolls box that came out.
Oh yeah, those Christmas boxes are hot.
I got 2 of them, so they were
Oh,
really good.
okay.
Yeah, I got the Soul Blight. Well, I got the Soul Blight and I got the Trolls one. So
The Soul Blight
were
box
really good.
was fire.
Bro, the Blood Knights and Prince Vordry, like that's 90% of the box.
The value was huge on that box. Yeah.
I have that, and then I got one of like the spearheads. So you know what I mean? Well, that's like 2,000 points right there.
Yeah.
I
They're
played
like
Stormcast. When are we gonna get a box?
You get all the boxes.
Every release.
I was
release.
I was surprised there was no Stormcast in that City of Ash box. I'm surprised they even gave Cities the spotlight for that one.
I really wanted I was happy about that. I wanted them to do that because like I think the big thing with Stormcasters, they have so many models. Like that's just like I understand there's a million ways to play them, but like that way they don't have to keep sunsetting models. You know what I mean?
Stormcast fatigue is real too. Like it's you got what 24 factions. Let's let some other guys be on the box.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why. And then cities, like I don't know, you can see they're trying to do something new with cities. Like they're trying to change like their identity. It seems.
Yeah, they just ruined it. But whatever.
Yeah, they took all
I
the
don't
fun stuff
know.
away.
I played Cities back when it was old Cities, and I loved it. It felt so Lord of the Rings, like the elves coming together with the dwarves and humans to make a final stand against evil. Like I love that. So hopefully, I don't know what they're gonna do with all the factions that they kind of just like swept under the rug. Like the fact that we have no standard dwarves right now is like kind of feels bad. Like,
But it almost seems like they're gonna make them into like one book. That's like the big rumor.
I would hope so. And then I found out that Fire Slayers aren't even the same thing as Slayers, and that just made me angry. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? So Gotrek's the only Slayer that exists? Like these guys are just like mad.
The only one left.
They're like, my dad got turned to gold and I'm sad. Like that's not the lore I like. I like the dwarves that are, atoning for horrible crimes that they can't even mention to another person, and they just dedicate themselves to fighting till they die. That's hardcore. Being like sad gold daddy is not my vibe. No,
it's funny because I love Caradron. Like, I hate dwarves. I love Caradron.
KO's cool, and I think if you like dwarves, the Hellsmiths are cool too.
Yeah, I actually have Hellsmiths. I got that box as well. That Hellsmiths release box. I have that as well.
I just think traditional dwarves are just important to the structure of a fantasy world.
I agree. That's what I like dwarves for. Is like I 100% agree. Like it adds variety. Remember you were talking earlier about like you can have 30 varieties of Space Marine. It's like, bro, I'm not into that. I think you should have a mixture of everything. And then I'm an elf guy, so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not painting those for you, buddy. You paint your own damn elves. That's for sure.
I don't know, man. You already did that for somebody.
I'm never doing Lumina again. I'd rather stand in traffic. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, how's that tech list going?
Oh, it's good. I don't know if the webcam will do any justice, but
I've been hyped to see this tech list. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, you'll see it tomorrow anyway. But so this is what we got cooking right now.
Okay, I see the neon.
Yeah, we got
if I can make you like the main pick.
I don't know, but yeah. So we're just doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So this is his Sphinx or whatever. You'll see it tomorrow because I'm playing with Brad and it's his. So, and then I just got like Techless himself to paint now. We're just getting weird with it.
There he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So just some base coats and stuff. He's all sub-assembled. And honestly, this is not going to take very long once I get to it. But yeah, so that's all I'm wrapping up today. But,
man, he looks great, bro. He looks great.
Yeah, you'll see it in person. It'll look better, but the only person that has to like it is Brad, so I don't care.
So we always go with like the wild color schemes. I like how you did his Avalnor, I think his name.
The bull.
The mountain cow. Yeah, you made him look like a volcano, bro. It was sick.
Well, it looked like a volcano. Like that's what I think is like kind of like when I look at models, I kind of just figure out something like that I like about it, something that like kind of speaks to me, because I think a lot of people when they paint kind of like stuck. They're like, I don't know how to start. I don't know how to finish. I don't know what I'm doing. And like I was telling Jesse the other day, I always say colors inform colors. So like if you're having trouble visualizing, because not a lot of visualizing is a skill, by the way. It's not just like I'm not that kind of person. It's like, neither am I. You just get practice and you build it. And once you've done enough things, you're like, oh, well, I know this color looks good with that color, kind of thing, right? So just focus on the one thing that you want to pin down. Like, oh, I kind of know how to do a cool orange. I'd really like orange to be on this model. Decide what parts are orange, make them orange, and then reassess. Figure out what you think would look good next to the orange, and sometimes it's easier to tell once you have it on the model. So especially with Brad, like I'm taking my time to try and teach Brad how to come at painting the right way, but he gets this decision paralysis. He starts something and he's like, it just doesn't look good. I think I'm going to start over. And
it makes sense. He's playing Lumineth. If you know anything about their lore, like
yeah,
bro, fits you perfectly.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You have to take some shortcuts with Lumineth, or else you'll just be here for 5,000 years. But it's kind of just like you have to give yourself the chance to suck. Like it's an insult to everyone that's come before you if you think you're just gonna walk in like Babe Ruth and just hit nothing but grand slams out of the gate. It's not like that. There's a reason this game is like so long lived and there's so many things you can dive into because the skill ceilings are so high.
Yeah,
and so just be okay with being bad. And the thing is, you're not that bad that you're gonna do that entire model and hate all of it. So it's like if you do that model, you don't like it, take the parts you do like, kind of save that information and carry it over to your next model. But don't like just give up because you think, it doesn't look perfect all the time. And I was showing Jesse one of my Hell Pit abominations. And I'm telling you, those things look crazy, but like, I don't know. 95% of the way I threw those things, I hated them. I'm like, this looks terrible. This isn't going to come together. This just looks like a carnival, diarrhea factory. Like it's just all these colors. None of them connect. Like this isn't going to go together. And once you started bringing it together at the end, there's some of my favorite models I've done. So it's just like, trust the process. Just like give yourself the chance to fail. Because if you're just stutter stepping at the gate the whole time, there's this old corny quote that I learned like, 10, 15 years ago or something, but I liked it. It was like, if you wait to do everything until you're sure it's right, you'll probably never do much of anything. And you just need to go for it. Like Warhammer is a lot about just having balls. Like have the balls to suck. That should be the slogan of Warhammer. Like have the balls to go lose games, have the balls to ruin your models that you just paid an uncomfortable amount of money for. Like just go at it, because there's no wrong way to do it except to not do it.
Yeah.
So
that was one thing I learned a lot about. Like a lot of hobbies I did, martial arts, especially like real. The way I did Warhammer, like I was into martial arts for
Rex
like
Kwando.
5 years.
Yeah.
And a big part of that is like you said, is like when you go in, bro, you're gonna suck. You know what I mean? And then even if you're like decent, the second you meet someone who knows what they're doing, they're gonna beat your ass. Yeah. Literally, like the first 6 months is like going in and just. Man, you're just gonna go in and get beat up today. Like maybe you won't do sparring. Like maybe you'll luck out and do some technique and learn some shit. But when you're going on those sparring days, it's just you go in and get your ass kicked for like the first 6 months.
But the thing is, that's a rite of passage because all that have come before you have done the same thing. It's just how it is.
Yeah, it's like you're only the new player for so long, then all of a sudden it clicks, and then you play a newer player. And you realize there is a such thing as a skill gap.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
they're massive.
Yeah. You're like, I'm the guy that's better. That's crazy.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Yeah,
it's nice. Well, especially that's one thing I like about when you have your models nice and painted. You know what I mean? And you're like, cool, I'm gonna get over here to show my skill. It gets me super excited into the hobby. And when your models are painted nice, it makes playing that much better.
It does, but it also like kind of is a trap because like people will be like, "Oh my god, this guy really knows what he's doing," and it's like
You're like, no, I could paint all right.
I'm like, bro, I've been painting. I've been like learning rules. Like, what are you talking about?
This game is far too complicated to be saying like, oh, know, just based off the painting.
I think I've used power through once in my entire life. I don't even know. Like, what are we talking about?
I used it and I used it wrong.
yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. I still don't know how cover works. What the hell?
I think that's a great transition though into our games for this week. I don't know how often you play, Blake. Me and Jesse play. We play quite a bit, probably at least once a week. You got any games in this week?
I've been playing like more or less once a week. I don't normally play that much, but I don't know. Ever since I started going to Gamers Guild, I like the crowd we get on Fridays and stuff, and it's just kind of nice hanging out with the boys. I don't do a lot, so I just mostly like paint and stay in my dungeon. I go to the gym. I've been trying to go to the gym now, so I pretty much just like paint, go to the gym, and do Warhammer on Fridays. So I did
my Fridays. I love that.
Yeah, it's good. So who did I play last? Have I just been taking breaks? I actually don't think. I think maybe Jesse was my last game.
That was your last game? I heard you did pretty well. Just chasing his ass all over the board.
Yeah, it was easy. He's a total noob. Just kidding. No, it's I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I've just kind of been chilling because I didn't play the week after and then I got sick and then so I think playing Brad
that week,
yeah. So I think
tomorrow then.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing against Brad. I'm trying to coach him a little bit. Like just because I am not great at the game doesn't mean I don't know how to get better. I just choose not to. I don't care to. I call myself gatekeeper casual. You know, like anyone that's new to the game will think I'm really good, but anyone that's played the game for a while is gonna be like, yeah, this guy doesn't know what's going on. Like I'm not. I can beat Jed every once in a while. But I ain't gonna beat a Zach. I ain't gonna beat a Colt. Y'all are crazy. I'm not taking those guys on. Yeah. I'm here to make Jesse sweat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, bro, but for real, like I don't that's not what the game is to me. It's about everything and about having fun games. Like if I could have games against Jesse all the time, I would. I think, he's exactly the type of person. He's still like I'm giving him a little bit of guff, but like it's clear how much he's growing as a player. Yeah. And I think you make smart decisions. Like the thing is you're a little bit caution to the wind. You're like, I don't know, this seems fun, but you also do make some really good plays. Like something I noticed about you, and I even thought you forgot, but like the patience that you showed with bringing back that unit. Like your once per game, I just thought you forgot, but you were actually like just so far ahead. You're like, you know what? These guys are scoring me points at the end of the game. But it's like those are the kind of games I like to play. But as soon as you start net decking and playing 5 games a week and stuff like that, I'm not your opponent. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, which is ironic because all my games take forever. But no, I like where I'm at. But anyway, the reason I'm mentioning that is because with Brad, he's struggled a little bit to kind of find his footing with Lumineth. I don't
hard
like
army to pilot, in my opinion.
It is, and I just don't like this edition. I'm gonna say straight up, like the tactics is weird. It's confusing. Like most armies can't reliably do most of the tactics without like super skewing their lists. So I don't know. I loved 3rd edition, and it's like if you're playing Warhammer, whether it's rain or shine, you're still playing Warhammer. Like it doesn't matter if I like the rules or not. But I think like there's not a lot of good tactics for them right now, and I think starting with that army too is just like the worst decision you can make. Like the game's already hard, and then you just add all these layers of like icing of confusion on top, and it's just like what are you even doing? Like no one does this. Like
agreed. There's a million rules, and it's like you're gonna go into hard mode, huh? You want to go straight into the hardest, like it's a super techy army. It literally, like I'm an elf player. That is the elf army. And I looked at it, and then I started looking into the rules, and I was like, "This is going to be difficult to play."
Yeah, the game
jumped into like the next like hardest elves. I was like, "Fucking." Well,
his first
it's hard, bro.
his first mistake was going to a GW store and asking for advice. Like, those guys don't know what they're talking about. And he's just like, yeah, they're pretty much just fantasy elves. And it's like, no, they're not. You're
Yeah.
gonna hate yourself. It's like Zinch with twice as many rules.
Exactly.
So yeah. So yeah, so he's been, I think the way that I've been trying to help kind of coach him is he needs to grow and kind of see how other armies operate, because you can only learn your army so much. And since his resources are so limited and all of his points are so, all his units are $1 million. So it's like you get like 3 guys. I just want him to play other armies to kind of get context for where Lumineth fits into kind of the scheme of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually forcing him to play my brand new Nurgle army for 3 weeks. I got him to agree to 3 weeks because I'm like, hey, what if your stuff was really strong and didn't die and you didn't have to do trigonometry to make it happen? What if it was just stand near tree and everything's invincible? What do you think? You gotcha?
Yeah.
Solid tactic.
So I just made him kind of a run-of-the-mill list. I just wanted to get some experience. And I also think like stepping away from an army and coming back to it with like a fresh perspective and everything really helps, because he's at a point where he's just going back and forth, like, do I put Dawn Riders in or do I put this in? And it's like, just put it down, walk away, get some feelings and vibes with other factions and stuff, and then come back. You might think of things differently. Same thing with
realize
painting.
like what you miss, what you like. You know what I mean? Like you're like, fuck, man, I played this other army and I like this and I like to rely on this and I didn't get to.
Yeah, and maybe your whole thing will change. Like maybe I'll be like, oh, actually, this unit that I thought was really bad in my book is actually pretty close to the unit in this book. And I liked how they played in this book. Yeah. So maybe if I use them in that kind of context, they'll actually perform and give me something that I wasn't getting before. Right. So that's kind of how I'm approaching it. So I'm going to be playing against my own Nurgle army tomorrow. That's what's going to happen. I think I'm going to have a terrible time. I don't think it's going to work for me at all. I don't think Soulblight wants disease at all, but we'll see.
Basically, well, I mean, you have the ward, I guess.
I
don't think you do.
The problem is a mainstay of my Soulblight army is this little brick of Barrow Knights that are just frickin' invincible. They're the most. If I win games, if you want to fight them, go ahead, go ahead, fight, dedicate resources into that. It's not going anywhere. You're throwing the game. But the thing is with the disease and how it's worded is if you would bring back a model, you don't get and you just heal. Yeah. So I'm going to have to really nickel and dime the resurrection mechanic with like fighting the disease. Like if he diseases those, I don't think they're going to be feeling near as good. So
use rally, bro. Use rally.
Yeah, but he hasn't beaten me yet. So if he beats me with my own army, whatever, I'll let him have it.
He deserved it then at that point, right?
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, Nurgle versus Soulblight, catch it, pay-per-view only tomorrow at Gamers Guild.
That's one thing I do admire about Brad is you can tell just by talking. Like I played him the one time and you could tell he's very like educated. Like he takes the time to like autistically dive into fucking what he's doing. He's always on the Discord and he's always the questions he asks dude are like, I'm like, dude, solid question. That's a great question.
Yeah. Once it connects for him, he's gonna be a beast. He needs to get out of his own way sometimes. That's my main thing. Is like, yeah, but this isn't the Bradcast. I'm not gonna dissect him on your show. But he's like pretty much quickly become like one of my best friends. So it's just I'm highly invested in his success as far as the game goes.
Nice, I love to hear that. I hope you can find yourself a Jesse. I got my own Jesse. I hope you can find yourself your own Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah,
we already have too many days a week, bro. You can't cut it.
No, it's all right. It's okay. I'll take Jesse when you don't want him. But yeah, so that's kind of just how I feel about it. Like, I don't know. I joke about it, but I really like to look out for new players. My approach to the game is pretty unorthodox, but like people that are new and people that have the right spirit for the game and are in it for the right reasons and show potential, I always make sure to make an extra effort to make sure they're comfortable, they feel like they're progressing, because this game is really scary and very expensive and an enormous waste of time if you're not having fun. So so you need to find, it's hard. Like you were saying, Jesse, I think it was, is like, Grizzly helped you get into it and everything because you weren't sure. How does someone just decide to do this? Like it has to be someone that kind of brings you in,
Yeah.
I
So,
tried like with you with 40K, and I got a whole army of Space Marines built up, and then I went out and I played them in 10th edition like 3 times, and each time I wasn't quite having fun. The rules weren't quite clicking, and then Robert was like, "Well, that the holiday season's coming up, and Skaven Tide is on sale." He's like, "You should just get one of those boxes. It's going to get you on your way to either army. You can decide which one you want." And
Have
now
you
I
ever seen
have
that meme where it's like the little like the doll, and she's like, "Come here, birdie." It's
Yeah.
okay, birdie. And she's like
Yeah.
fixing the
I'm
bird
gonna
with the
take care
broken
of you
wing.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
And I remember my first time beating Robert at Age of Sigmar, and I just thought like it was amazing. I was like, "This is the best game ever."
Yeah,
I remember
you're like, I can do this.
my first time running Iridan the Witness, I just one-shotted Belthanos, and it just felt so good. I was just like, "Oh man, this is exhilarating," and it just made me want to go further and go further. And me and Robert, we were trying to build up a community at this small game store, and it just it got to a point where we got about 6 people invested, but we hit like a ceiling, and we couldn't like get any further than that. And we had all played each other kind of on rotation, and with 6 people, you can get a good amount of variation, but you kind of learn people's tendencies and the way they play, and you learn the army. So again, it's like a fighting game. You lose its variance, and that's where like you want it the hobby to be approachable to new players. And Robert made it approachable to me. There were plenty of games where I felt like I would go home and I felt like he knew he was going to win before we started playing. Like, why am I wasting my time? Like, I don't have the things I need to stand a chance to have a defense.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you bitter. And then you use that bitterness to buy models to continue working hard at your job. You're like, I'm going to work hard, and then I'm going to go buy me some models. Yeah. And like Scorched Earth, it was so eye-opening for me, bro, where it made me realize, like, what is strong may not necessarily be what is expensive. You know what I'm saying? What is huge on the tabletop doesn't mean it's good in the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? And so it made me rethink my list, and I focused really hard on infantry, and I needed like something to give my army like a different edge. And that's how I met you, Blake, is you had those Vigilors and Long Strikes and Bastion Carthalos on sale, and I was like, this is what my army needs. It needs the tech from Carthalos and the shooting from all these shooting units. It'll make people kind of like back off my army a little bit.
Yeah, Stormcast is good for shooting. I think that's how you have to play them. Like they got some good melee stuff, but like they're a shooting army still in my book.
Yeah, and their shooting is super underrated. Like I was like, I played a KO player recently, and he was even like, "Hey, I thought I was the shooting army." And I was like, you would think like the way my army's set up, I can get a lot of shooting, and it helped me play less one-dimensional, because you can ask like. I feel like every 40K or Age of Sigmar player kind of plays this way at first. You get your models on the table, you deploy them as close as you can to enemy territory, and you kind of run up and unga boonga. You try to just win through combat, and it's not until you learn that like you can win the game just through points. Like
there's other tactics, you
start to realize, like me and Robert had a game this week, and we realized by turn 3 he didn't need to kill anything anymore. We're like, by turn 3, like just run away and hold these points, and you won't get shot down by my arrows, and you won't. I won't be able to control enough of the board, and you'll just win from just avoiding me. And I was
that's actually a great transition, to our game, man. Super good game. I liked it a lot, and like you said, by turn 3, it was pretty well established. It was like, oh man, like you said, just run away. Even if you kill stuff, I'm just gonna spend a command point and bring it back.
Yeah,
even like topped out 2 turns, and you're like, there's no way it's gonna keep.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be exciting for me, just like pulverizing a unit every turn, but it's not really gonna lead to the victory points needed to win the game. So it was cool to know that like you're in a different place in your army, because you were so used to just going in with a bunch of big monsters and deleting a unit or 2 in the first 2 turns. Getting that double turn right away to try to delete a huge part of their army within the second turn. And I think that your army now with the new rules, and we were talking about used and underrated models. Like I was always like telling you to use your dryads, and now you are, and I feel like they're really good for your army, bro. And I feel like your tactics right now are like set you up where you could have a lot of 80-point games. Like I could see you
Yep.
in the next tournament having at least 2 or 3 80-point games if things go right for you, you know, priority wise and on your rolls wise. But I could see you. Your tactics are so. I don't know. I know it's a 2. Like it's supposed to be the like. The guy ran GHB and your army is supposed to do really well. And
It's about time.
It's
Yeah,
happening right at the
nerf
end.
that shit.
Right at the
Nerf
end, you guys get to be powerful.
Nerf it.
But like for me, as a person who's been playing Sylvanet the entire edition, I don't get like phased by their rules so much. I think that they're weaker than they were before. Like I think before they were much more scary combat units, but now I just feel like they can outlast you, and like they're gonna win the war of attrition for sure. Like if you don't have the edge on Sylvaneth by turn 4, then it's gonna be hard to like gain the edge over them because their army just gets crazier as the game goes on. I remember we looked at the board and we were like, "Is everything creeping corrupted now?" And you're like, "Yeah, everything's creeping corrupted." I was like, "There's no way to avoid this," and I was like, that's it's a tough thing to know that the entire board is going to be a net buff for you, like a big old umbrella.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I feel like. Because at a certain point, it gets out of hand. But I really enjoyed the new rules. Dryads, like they're super sick. The fact that I'm just gonna keep bringing shit back, and if you just spam enough shit, bro, it just comes, just roll right back, which is dope.
Yeah, they seem pretty good. I
like them. If you didn't have a game tomorrow, I'd show you.
So many goddamn. Yeah, I schedule. I'm a scheduler. You got to get at me, bro. I don't like to figure it out there. I don't do that.
I've done it a couple times. Only once I think I didn't really get a game in.
I like to play with the homies. I have enough friends. You know, I'd like schedule with me. I'm not trying to meet new people, like respectfully to most people. Like I find my little tribe. I play with them. You know, I'm not looking for pickups. You know, I because this is a game that I like to play a certain way. You know, and I like to have fun. You know, so I'm happy to schedule a game with you. I'm just not the one that's hanging out there like, oh, whose mom dropped him off? You know, like I don't. Yeah. I'd rather just figure out the time.
I'm the guy like, bye, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse don't care. Jesse crazy. He'll fight anybody.
Yeah.
He just breaks a bottle on the table. He's like, who wants it?
They're like, you know, they're like, I'm pretty good. I'm like, that's cute. Let's play.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just careful about who I play because just like you can always have weird interactions with people, and since I only play every so often, I want to make sure the time that I spend playing is fun.
I think that's a great thing to bring up because I 100% agree. Is if you're about to like the game is literally you chilling with someone for the next 3 hours.
Yeah,
literally. Like I was so Jesse, we have a table and set up at my house to play, and he comes over, bro, and it's like I can see our girlfriends are like, "What the fuck, man? You guys been playing for 7 hours?" And it's like, well, it's also like a chill session. And
we're gonna take a break.
Keep bugging us, and it's gonna be 8.
And they're like, you guys never finish. It's like, well, bro, we're having a great time like while we're doing it, so that's why. You know what I mean?
Like,
I always see like Instagram reels of people going on like a Warhammer vacation, and I'm like, I want to do that. Like, I want to just go out with all my buddies and have a Warhammer vacation.
Yeah,
the Airbnb deal. I've seen that. I'm like, that looks sick.
Yeah, just rent an Airbnb like out in the woods or something. You know, bring a big bag of grass and figure it out, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great time.
Yeah. It's but you're 100% right. Like, in card games and stuff where bad manners are a lot more common, it's like, well, I only have to suffer this for like 40 minutes, but Sigmar, if you're playing quick, and chances are you're not playing quick if you're frustrated, you're spending a lot of time with those people, so that's the same thing.
You sure are.
It's like, I definitely loosen up with people and like feel more comfortable with them once we've played a game, because it really is so long of like you guys interacting. But until then, I'm like hella awkward at the store. Like I don't even feel proper like saying hi to you or anything until we've played a game, because I'm like, I don't know who you are, but if I've played a game with you, I feel like I kind of do know who you are.
Agreed. 1,000% agreed. Kind of the same way. It's weird. I've like learned to become like more outgoing,
Yeah.
And just be loud. I'll be the loud weirdo there that's like, hey man, what's up? Like, let's play a game.
I just
I'm
keep to
gonna meet a lot of cool
myself.
people.
Yeah,
But then we'll meet a lot of cool people. We met you that way, bro. By me and
That's
Jesse
true.
loud ass fucking saying what's up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure. Yeah,
Like, hey, you have some sweet ass squigs, bro.
I'm old fashioned. I need someone else to make the first move. You know.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
You got to ask me out. I'm not asking anybody out.
You're on our podcast, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited we met you.
Yeah, man, it's cool. I think this one's gone good so far.
I agree.
Let's
Jesse,
tank it.
Let's ruin it. Say some words that we're not supposed to say.
So I have this speech from Bill Clinton that I'd like to read to you.
Oh, wow.
I've had this prepared. Yeah.
Is this a real thing?
It's gonna absolve him of all of the controversy. No, I don't know. I don't know where I would even find that.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, this better be a
You
solid,
promised.
speech. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that man looks pretty fucking guilty.
Who wore it better, Bill Clinton or Bill Cosby? We'll be right back.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not sure, but I'm willing to figure that out.
We can talk this out.
Yeah, man.
But I think that might be
Something
a
about
good place to
Bills,
end.
man. Don't trust nobody named Bill without a
Yeah,
background check.
don't take their drinks at least.
Yeah.
Somebody
Don't
asked-
want their drinks.
Bill ain't up to no good. I don't care. who
Somebody
he is.
called Bastian Carthelos Big Bill the other day.
No, we ain't playing that.
They
We
said,
ain't
"How much
playing
rent
that.
is old Big Bill there?"
You said it depends. What is that?
Yeah, that's
mouth
another fun part about the game, like naming things. Like
Yeah.
they only start out as their War Scroll names.
Yeah.
It never
first,
finishes that way. Like I forget, Jed has like a chaos spawn that he calls Larry. And it's like when you get these like random models that you just name yourself, it's almost like they get plot armor. Like they just they accomplish the most random things. Like yeah, it's fun.
So when
make
you
your
get like a
canon now.
Glotkin or like an unclean one, you can name it like Large Marge or something.
Yeah. I don't even know. I
The
can't
Slogan
even
Knights
think
are
of
gonna
it,
pop in
man.
and just be like, "Large March sent me."
Tell them Large Marge sent you.
Yeah, Nurgle seems cracked, so I'm excited to play around with that stuff.
So in a way, you kind of see two of your armies tomorrow because you're playing against your Nurgle while also playing your Soulblight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving Brad like a more standard kind of list. It's not really what I'm gonna run because, like, I know everyone's all on that Taliban of Nurgle stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool, but that's not my style. The thing that stood out to me when I was reading the book was I like the faction where your companion weapons get crit 2 hits.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like-
awesome.
Are you
Yeah.
just
I'm
running
like-
a bunch of flies?
I'm like, this is weird. I'm in. So I pretty much have like 1,700 points on my list. All have companion attacks. And
Oh,
I'm just like, it's gonna be weird, but it's like, that's what I look for in like armies, like weird niches like that, because like companion attacks never get any love. Like they're
Never.
so bad. So I'm like, hold on.
Play
this is, like-
Seraphon. Play
Yeah,
Seraphon.
that's
You'll
true.
get
yeah,
some
play
love for
Stormcast the Dragons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why? Yeah, those dragons gonna be like, watch me whiff. and do no damage. Yeah, but no, I just really think that's a really cool thing, and I don't usually go back to armies I've already tried, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the Magath Lords. Like those
Mhm.
guys are
three monsters.
coolest. Those are the coolest things I've ever seen in my life, and that's why I got into them to the first place. And so when I decided Nurgle, I'm like, oh, yep. And I'm like, dude, those things, they're those companion attacks with exploding 6s. Those are Ren 2, 3 damage attacks. Like we might be cooking. And
Look,
yeah.
You're playing Skaven and Squigs and Soulblight. You're good at painting flesh, dude. I wanted a death army where I didn't have to paint flesh, so I went with OBR.
OBR would be nice.
They literally have no flesh. They have bones.
Yeah, bone is forgiving. You can use your new dry brush skills to ascend.
Yes. I already have some models that I'm going to test it out on, and I just can't wait, dude. I think I'm gonna maybe I think a good first serious OBR model to paint for me would be the Cavalos Death Riders, and I have a set of 5 of them already primed and ready to go. So I think I might try some of those new fucking skills that you gave me.
Dry brushing is key. It's the most important skill if you just want to like look like you're better at painting than you are.
Tower defense.
Yeah, I feel fancy doing it. I'm like,
yeah, it's relaxing.
My Lady of Vines has it's basically like slap chopped, you know what I mean? Like dry brush together. And I love it. I'm like, oh, this makes me look so good to anyone who doesn't know what they're looking at.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't even know why people think I'm good at painting. I'm like, I don't know. I showed Jesse how to paint in like 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm not doing anything special.
It was 5, but yeah, he did show me.
Well, we had Chinese food, and then we spent a lot of time flirting. So that was it. Yeah, it's like, no, you hang up. Yeah, you hang up first. No, you hang up first.
Well, Chinese food always makes me frisky.
Yeah, I know.
He laid it out on the bed. He was like, he put the Chinese food out on the bed. And he got me right away with that.
Yeah, he's the real Kung Pao, But yeah, man. No, we were just having a good time. Same thing like playing a game. It's like we're playing the whole time, but we're just relaxing and talking about stuff. And that's kind of how it is. It's like I don't think I could do like a formal paint lesson where it's like, all right, you booked me for an hour of my time. I have this program. It's like, no, like
you talked about it like
as soon as you get there.
You talked about when you play with your friends, it almost becomes like a lesson because like, yeah, sure, you like I've crushed Robert and Robert's crushed me, but we're past that now. Now we want to see each other like grow as players. So it's almost like we're talking out every turn, every move, every deployment, every decision, or we're letting each other take things back, because we're trying to make this like as sharp as a game as we can, and we compared it a lot as like Goku fighting Vegeta, where it's like this stalemate now. So it's like it's not even fun anymore. It's just everybody hitting each other with the same attacks, or we know each other's game tendencies. But I play him every week, and I'm gonna keep playing him every week because it's just so much damn fun, bro. And just like you need somebody to teach you how to play the game better, I feel like you need somebody to teach you how to paint better if you're going in without any like natural talent or any like previous experience. I know people like they come into this hobby, maybe they were already good painters on canvas, or maybe they were drawing art in notebooks already. I was never really good at anything kind of artistic like this until I started painting Warhammer. And then people are complimenting me all the time on my models and telling me how great it looks. And I just, I'm like, I even have a hard time believing it. I'm like, huh, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like the very worst at this. I was like, let me show you my friend's stuff. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's all about self-competition. You can't compete or compare yourself to other people all the time. And then you'll just kind of figure out where you fit in, where you're having the most fun. Because when you stop having fun, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Like for me, like, I've been in the hobby long enough that, not that you should have some expectation, but it just naturally happens. They're just like, where am I in my progress? And I think like kind of where I'm at is like, there's a bunch of people that paint better than me, but they don't play the game. And all the painters that do play the game are very bad at the game, So I'm actually good at playing for a painter and good at painting for a player. I'm like in this weird paradox, and it's like
like a good mix of each. Yeah,
it's kind of just where I am, and I think I'm comfortable with that. I think eventually, if I somehow get everything painted again, and that I have more time to just focus on metagaming and stuff like that, maybe. But I'm not sure that I would ever even do that if I had the time. I think I've kind of found where I like to be. I'm gatekeeper casual. Every once in a while I can upset and beat someone way better than me. But for the most part, I just like hanging around with the people that don't take it too seriously. They like trying new stuff. For me, Warhammer's all about weird interactions, like that one model that somehow lives and then manages to kill the rest of the unit. Like that type of shit is what Warhammer is to me. And it's like that guy then gets his own backstory. That guy's now your favorite model. He might get a special paint scheme or something, but that's for me what makes the hobby so personal. And why I keep coming back, because on paper, like I talk to my mom and stuff about like, hobbying, like they try to be interested, of course, but it's a little avail, but they're just like, she asked me, she's like, why do you do this? And I'm like, I just couldn't tell you. Because if you isolate all the things and you're just like, it costs $1 million, I'm never happy with my progress and all these sorts of things. It's like, it's like everyone's just like, well, then why do you choose to do this? And I'm like, it chose me. And it's like, so it's weird. Like you said earlier, it's like having to explain to someone why you do this, is so different than like someone who's also doing it. And it just, I don't know. There's nothing else like it. That's the simplest way to put it. There's nothing else like it.
Exactly.
So the Games Workshop has permission to rob me until I die. Just stop killing armies, please.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think, man, that's a beautiful way. Actually, I think that's a great way for us to close this out. But before we do that, I like to do something we call the reckless reactions. I'm going to throw down just a couple questions. Don't do too much thinking. Just don't hesitate. Just answer. All right. So, got a couple warm-up questions for you first.
Okay.
Contrast paints, are they genius or is it cheating?
Genius.
Love it. Love it. What's your favorite paint color?
Purple.
What is the hardest color to paint well?
I want to see what the cat does.
Red.
Red? You think red over white?
Hey, he says reaction.
Yep, that's your reaction.
I say red.
All right. Do you think washes are magic or is it kind of a crutch a little bit?
Oh, necessary. They're magic.
All right. Boom. Love it. Great reaction. All right. That's going to be all of it for our warm-up questions. Now we're gonna jump into
I'm like, I won.
You won. Yeah. We'll do our AOS visuals. These are going to be questions just based on like different things of the hobby that visually appeal to you. What do you think is the best AOS looking faction? Or best looking AOS faction? Let me word it that way.
Mm-hmm. That's tough.
Maybe Seraphon.
Like that.
Fucking love it. I love it. I love it.
Only ones with dinosaurs, yeah.
I think, like, technically that's the first one I bought.
Yeah.
You just see them, you're like, God damn, dinosaurs are sick.
They are fucking sick.
And then you find out they're like chaos demons, but they're not chaos demons. They're like they're
like
not even
anti-chaos
dinosaurs.
demons.
They're
Yeah,
not even
they're
dinosaurs.
anti-chaos
They're like
demons.
beings of light that are for some reason dinosaurs. Like, what don't you like?
Exactly. Giant
And there's
frog made
big-
them.
Big
They made 'em
fat
fight
frogs
chaos.
and floating wheelchairs. Who doesn't
Yeah.
love that?
There's on the lounge fly giving orders.
There's so much
Exactly.
There's so much to like about them. I think Seraphon is really awesome. I'll probably go with that.
Great. I love it. What do you think the hardest faction to paint is? I feel like we talked about it a little earlier, huh?
I feel like, yeah, like I've painted probably 30 armies or something. And like, I don't know, there's nothing good about Lumineth. There's just the fact that it's taking me so long and I constantly see ways that it could take longer is like, I don't know, man. Like even if you want to play, if you're painting those to like every detail, you're never going to play. Like,
Yeah.
I'll see you in 2036, buddy. That's when you're coming to the table.
You know, it's
yeah.
funny. Is like one of my first experiences with you was just on Discord before like I seen you in store or anything, and we were just starting to go to Gamers Guild, and you were flexing like your newly painted Lumineth Lord that you were painting for this guy. It's like, dude, that was like fucking 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And you grind out your painting.
Dude, he has so much more to do, and it's like, and now I've done enough of them that it's like all my responsibility, or it feels like my fault at this point. So
I asked him too. I was like, how did you like why like I told him how discouraged I was from going into painting Lumineth. I was like what made you decide that? He's like, oh, I painted one of them, and I said, fuck this.
Yeah, so I'm making him paint Deepkin. So he's doing that. He's making some progress. Everyone has their different struggles with painting, but he's really starting to progress. He tries weird shit every once in a while, and that's the same thing when I'm teaching someone. It's kind of like when you're getting to a trade or something, like how they say, like, I'd prefer to have someone with no experience instead of someone who has like learned a bunch of bad habits and stuff, because I just want you to listen. I don't want to be constantly correcting stuff that I didn't know that you were trying to do. It's certain things like when you're airbrushing using the thinner, like don't do it. Like, unless you're a fucking X million level painter, you're not going to notice the benefits. It's going to clog your airbrush. Just use water. it's free, little things like that. But it's like he kept telling me my airbrush keeps jamming up, and I'm like, well, what are you doing? Like, what are you using with it? He's like, well, just use the paint. I'm like, I never told you to use airbrush thinner. It's gunky and gummy, and if you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna clog your shit up. But anyway, but yeah, just everyone has their own struggles with it, but he's really made some progress. His dry brushing is starting to get really clean. Like he again tried something crazy the other day. Like he made so much progress with his deepkin. It's starting to look good. And then he got something up in his head about how he's going to make it all ghost themed. And I'm like, no, dude, you're just trying to cheat with an airbrush. That's all you're trying to do. You're trying to cheat a bunch of work. And it didn't work out. But I did notice his dry brushing looked really clean on it. So I was happy about that. So, everyone grows with all this, but man, I have to rein that guy in constantly. He's crazy. He's crazy.
Yeah. When we were talking, you could see like it took him a second. He's like, I thought it through, and no, I'm not doing it.
yeah. I don't give up on people, but I might kill him before the end of it.
I can't even speak because, like I said, I started on 4th edition with the Skaven Tide box. Here we are. We're approaching the end of the edition, but it's still pretty healthy. I've got a full, like, over 2,000 points of OCR Bone Reapers, of Skaven, of Khorne, and it's just like, man, I came into this thing just wanting Stormcast, and Stormcasts are like what's on the menu and what I'm always gonna rock. Yeah. But like, I'm starting to look hard at some of my other stuff because I've been playing Stormcast the whole entire edition, bro. I've been riding with them through competition, through casual play, through painting, through building. It's been Stormcast, baby. Stormcast. And I know it's kind of like the beginner, army or whatever, but I feel like a lot of people get into it because it's the beginner army and then they abandon it quickly for another army. I feel like I'm going to stay with my Stormcast even into the next edition.
There's nothing wrong with taking a break. Like, just because like Skaven for me feel like endless punishment to play right now doesn't mean that they're not my favorite still. For
sure.
Sometimes you just got to do yourself a solid. Like, as soon as I started playing Soulblight, I was like, what the hell have I been doing this whole time? So it's like some things will itch and connect. And then also you can, once you have a few things to choose from, you can, as much as I hate being a meta Chad, just play when the new book comes out. And that can be, that'll tell you, try it out, see if you like it, play that till the next book comes out, whatever.
I don't know. I guess I just like an elite unit that's heavily armored and was dead twice.
I like how you played. You went from Skaven and Gits, and then you played Soulblight, and you're like, "Oh, bro, this game could be fun."
Yeah,
I thought the model painting in that part, which I hated, was the fun part.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. It's like having an armor save is like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't just die automatically. That's crazy.
A ward? What?
Well, it's that? Like I like kind of more mid-range defensive armies too. And it's like with Skaven, okay, you got recursion, you get to bring a half a unit back, whatever. Same thing with Gits. It was a little bit better in 3rd edition or whatever, but it's still good. They had a little bit better resurrection. But it's still all awkward timing. Like Soulblight is like end of any movement phase. Like, and it's free. And you can not only bring it back from your terrain, but within 12 inches of any hero. And if you do it on your turn, you can make them only 3 inches away from enemies.
Yeah, like crazy.
Like, okay, that's only 1,000,000,000% better. Like what am I doing? Like it's amazing. Oh, and at the start of each hero phase, you can bring back like 9 wounds worth of models. Yeah. Okay. Like, why? If this is the mechanic I like, well, then what was I doing fucking around with these things? Like, So
you don't have to like roll these gamble rolls where like you could potentially just blow yourself up.
Yeah, or it's like at the end of your turn, you have to pray you still have a command point to spend or something. It's like, get me out of here.
Yeah, I love it. All right, last question for the visuals. What do you think the best centerpiece model is? Especially seeing as you painted, 30 plus armies?
Oh, the best centerpiece right now is hands down Fordry. That's the best. That's the best model they've made. Like, it's so sexy. It's so good.
Okay, we can escape. Open that door first.
Fordry.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. Like the detail on the dragon, like everything. It's just peak. I mean, I'm a Kragnos guy. Who doesn't love Angry Mountain Dad? But Vordry that's just next level. It's like, look, it's $170, but like at least I get it. You know, that's an outstanding model. It just looks great. I don't think there's anything that even comes close to the quality of that model currently.
I agree. It's a beautiful model. I got the box for that. I was like that and the Knights. I was like, dude, that's a steal right there.
Yeah, I feel bad for anyone who has the old one. It's like, as much as you don't want to do it again, it's like, it's a pretty big glow up. You should just buy it. You know?
All right, we got our next round. It's gonna be hobby paint.
Oh boy.
What is your worst mold line experience?
My worst what?
Mold line experience.
Well, mold lines in general, I typically ignore. Like, I made a big effort on my Nurgle to kind of do that. And I mostly just like, as long as you don't have the sprue bumps everywhere, I don't think it really matters that much. But yeah, mold lines are chill. Also, the Tamiya extra thin cement, that stuff like kind of melts plastic. So if you have some mold lines, sometimes just rubbing some of that over your mold lines will help get rid of it.
Right off, basically. Nice.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't really care. Like, any of them that I get coincidentally while I'm cleaning up the sprue bumps is pretty much what I do. Yeah,
I like that. That's a good little tip right there. I've never heard that, so I'm gonna figure that out. What is your biggest pile of shame that you currently have? Like the biggest thing?
Well, whatever points these Nurgle are. Holy shit. Yeah.
How much do you have left to build in it?
I mean, I've built pretty much all of it. I got another box of the Knights because I was like tinkering late at night list building, and for like 2 whole minutes I was able to fit a 3rd unit of Knights, and I'm like, good enough for me, I'll buy some. And then like 5 minutes later I'm like, actually this doesn't work. So I technically those just came in today, so I have those. And then Brad, of course, being the great friend that he is, because normally when I go to tournaments, I try to win some store credit so I can walk away with a new toy. As we know, at the last one, I got some really cool brushes.
Yeah, some nice brushes.
But
nice
I
brushes.
had Rodigus in my head the whole time. I'm like, especially you guys know how not great of a time I was having. The thing I was clinging to was, at least I'll have fucking Rodigus at the end of this. And obviously I didn't get store credit for Rodigus. So Brad, being a homie, it's my birthday next week. He said, it's all right, dude. I'll just get it for you for your birthday. So
when is your birthday?
May 11th.
Oh, my birthday's the 14th.
Oh, hell yeah. May gang, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so as a Taurus, like, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So
that was my first instinct too, as well.
I have Rodigus, but I'm going to spend a lot of time building that guy. Part of the reason I love the Magath Lords, I never got to build them before. They were almost impossible to get at the time when I first got them, that I had to make like a commission deal with someone to get the 3 that they had. This guy had the biggest pile of shame I've ever seen in my life. Like, his whole basement, he was a club owner in Washington. He had a pretty decent sized club, and his whole basement probably was like 8 tables and stuff. And it was actually pretty sick because we could go hang out there. You know, I think he had a gathering like every 2 weeks. It was chill, but he had these huge closets that were fully shelved with nothing but gray models. Like, he had like every faction, like insane. Right. And so he had the Magath Lords, and every time I come over there to play, I just stand in the closet and stare at them. So,
let me get those.
Dude, yeah, we worked out a deal. I had to beg him though. But what the cool thing is about buying them is they come with so many extra bits. Mm-hmm. And this was my first time looking at all of them, being like, oh, the possibilities. So I'm gonna go crazy on this Rodigus. He's gonna have spider arms and shit coming out of his back. Like, he's gonna look nuts. I got sculpting tools and everything just for this. So I'm like, I'm really trying to make this guy look crazy. So I'm really excited to get that and start trying to do that kind of stuff.
Nice, man. I love to hear it. I'm actually working on Rodigus myself. I want to magnetize him. Yeah. Well, because my girlfriend, she's a Nurgle player.
Okay.
So that's why we have like probably another 3,000 points at Nurgle as well.
Of course.
Yeah. So
you should just list what you don't have at this point. It would probably save time.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, I keep forgetting I have stuff. Like, oh yeah, I have a lot of this. You brought the health smiths. I was like, well, I have that box.
Yeah, I have a bunch of random stuff.
But it's pretty sick. Like his model's super easy to build, which is nice. And like I said, I want to magnetize the arms and the head, so I can do like the Rodigus head. And then I like the one great unclean one head that's like the smiley one.
Oh yeah.
There's like a derpy one with like some like spike, like something coming out of his head.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of him. So we're gonna model magnetize the rest.
It feels that I'm going. I'm running.
One last question for the hobby paint: airbrush or dry brush? I'm excited to hear your answer on this.
Oh, dry brush, easy.
Dry brush,
Easy.
Nice. Okay.
Here's the thing. Like I've said, unless you're freaking, that guy, some guy in Italy that's a master painter and just randomly decided to paint miniatures, like you're not doing finish work with an airbrush. Like airbrush for me, as I was telling Jesse, it's about cheating one thing. Pick one thing that you want to cheat, and you're not going to be able to do everything in airbrush. If you are, I've tried it. It doesn't pop. It doesn't feel like clean, and if you're just trying to get on the table, then like whatever, but it's not getting you closer to a finished model. So pick like a color transition that you think's going to be annoying, or some hard to reach skin areas that you just want to get out of the way, but we're not finishing a whole model that way. Dry brush will carry you the entire way through a project. Hands down. It's the most important thing. It is a skill.
It carried
though.
me my entire hobby. It's carried my entire hobby.
But it's a skill, so like I was telling Jesse too, it's about feeling. It's not like something that like, oh, I just do it, and you can even like a lot of people get the makeup style brushes, like the round ones, but that's not what I dry brush with. I just bought some to try it out a little bit, but I just use the flat heads because then you get so much more control and you can kind of cut angles and stuff like that. So I largely prefer that for dry brushing. It gives you so much more control. I've actually never used the round makeup ones. I have them, but use the angled ones. You can buy like a handful of them, of dog shit brushes from Amazon.
I have some decent ones that like I've had those angle brush, and I accidentally like it gave that dry brush effect the other day, and I was like, this looks cool if I could kind of rein this in, because I feel comfortable with the circle dry brush. Yeah,
dry brush is all about control and just having those angles that you can kind of use with the flathead brush. It allows you to do some different stuff.
I agree. I like it a lot. All right, I got 3 more closing out questions for you, and then we're gonna do on our outro.
Okay.
First one: ugly meta army or a beautiful bad army?
Beautiful bad army. Easy.
Okay.
Never a question.
You're like, come on, man. You played that last tournament with me.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Would you rather paint 100 clan rats or a trim of an entire Slaves to Darkness army?
Why not?
Oh, I've already done one of those things. 100 clan rats.
100 clan rats? You'd rather do that?
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like the new ones. I even had like a bunch of clan rats, and then I sold them all because I liked the new ones better, and then I painted all those.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's cool. My clan rats look good. I'll have to bring my Skaven around sometime. They're pretty cool. Even on the clan rats, I did a lot of detail.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Jesse did like these really cool. What is it, like the Underworlds warband?
Yeah.
I like your Skaven came out really good. You had the guy with the net. The dude with the net looks sick.
Oh, you're talking about the Skittershanks claw pack?
That's exactly what it was. Yeah.
The
guy with the net.
Dude, that was such a badass unit. The fact that they took that out is such a crime, dude. Like, I loved that unit. That shit was in every list for me. Like,
He was
super sick. We played Underworlds and he ran that, and I was like, dude, this guy's fucking sick.
Yeah, I don't know what he did in Underworlds, but like pretty much like how it worked was he could take his little unit and himself and teleport like just outside of 6 of an enemy, and then like you charge with both of them, and then he can fight, and then on like a 3-up he gets to run away.
Oh,
nice.
So like it was like
that.
such a cool assassin type thing. Like I hate that they got rid of that.
They legends all the Underworld stuff, which just invalidated all those purchases.
Dude, I own all of them. I own like 3 of the Gits Underworlds things.
Yeah.
all the Skaven ones, like
Yeah.
they're just in the closet now. I don't want to get rid of them, but
Yeah.
It's cool they have Legends rules. They're super cool models. It's unfortunate they didn't just like, bro, just make these legal models. Did you see what they did to Warcry? They basically just like, oh, we're gonna put this in all the spearhead boxes.
Yeah.
They all ran around.
Yeah, they're cool models at least.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have Foxy now.
I like them a lot. Let's hit our last question though. What do you think one model that every AOS player should paint at least once?
Okay, be careful.
One model everyone should paint once. Dang, that's kind of tricky.
Before you say it, I'm gonna say this one: Stormcast Liberator.
Wow, I'm digging so deep, and this dude he takes the simple out. You know what? I'm gonna say a squig.
Fuck it, I love it. I love it.
Everybody's got to paint a squig.
What about you, Jesse? What do you think?
I'm gonna say a space marine.
Okay.
Not-
Yeah, this motherfucker. Wrong podcast.
Not in my house. You're an outside Jesse now.
Yeah. Not my Stormcast Eternal.
No, I think everybody should paint a place of power.
A place of power.
Just something just useless.
Fair enough.
Like a spearhead terrain.
I'm gonna go do the
Yeah, spearhead terrain, bro. You know, it's funny because, you know, like the faction terrain that I have, the portal potty. Everyone should paint one of those motherfuckers
Those
because
are
that
hard.
shit is just ridiculous, bro.
That's not
Yeah,
nice.
I
Maybe
actually
you're
gave
wishing
up on that. I gave up
bad
on
upon
that.
people.
It's so massive. You think it's gonna be easy, and then you start, and you're like, "Oh, this is hell."
I felt
Have you
the
seen,
same way. Yeah.
Have you seen Kaylee's? Isn't that Brad's wife, Kaylee? She's
Mhm.
got Stormcast, and her porta potty looks pretty sick.
It looks like a
She has like
galaxy.
the galaxy bits to it, and it's
Mhm.
dope.
Yeah, my mistake was I was trying to paint all of the inlays on the walls and stuff. Like, you know how it has like the
Holy shit.
astrology calendar. Yeah, and I did it, but then I like learned how to get better at the kind of the technique I was doing. And then I'm like, oh well, I have to do all this over again. And I just sold it. After Jesse took some of the good stuff, or pretty much all the good stuff, I was just like, anyone who wants this, come get it. I need Nurgle room. So yeah, that porta potty is not fun for anyone.
Yeah, it does not look fun.
The Soulblight crypts were actually deceiving too. The little graveyard things that they got.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh yeah, this will be nice. We'll just do this. It'll take a couple days. And I was just like SpongeBob cutaway, like an eternity later.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like, what am I doing? Like they look sick, but I'm like, fuck, man, that was way harder than I thought it was.
Did you see what Ben did with his? He has like the ones that, like, he added the Nighthaunt ghosts, like banshee guys coming out of him.
Yeah.
Like, fucking
Yeah.
sick.
He's smart for getting the value out of it because he has both of those armies. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and you get the same train for both of them, right?
Yeah, but you can't bring his to a rave. He can bring
Rave.
mine. That shit glows, baby. That shit popping. Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to Darude Sandstorm and the two graveyards.
I got this.
He's like, these models are freaking me out, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So yeah, terrain is another good answer because you need to realize how deceptively hard that some of that stuff is actually.
Yeah, no doubt.
I keep playing factions with 3 buildings. I need to stop doing that, man. I had to paint 3 gnaw holes. I had to paint 3 graveyard buildings. You know what the hell?
I just had trees. Granted, I've done quite a bit of trees now.
This is a good time to have trees because, like, fuck, I remember when I played Sylvanet, I think I bought like 4 sets of those things. Like, I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I was furious. I bought the 2 sets. And I couldn't bring myself to buy the 3rd set.
No,
everyone's like,
good.
if you want to be optimal, you know, you need that 3rd set. I was like, I'm not going to do it.
No, I had so many, dude. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut up those other sets. Either use them as like terrain on my at my house because we have a bunch of terrain.
Yeah.
I should have just finished priming all that terrain. I was gonna start painting that, but now I'm feeling discouraged. No.
Yeah, I think I think they're still useful because, like, I think, like, you know, even though we use the mats for the obscuring stuff now, like, until people get on it, just throwing a tree there is nice visually. You know, just showing that that's a forest, and then you can move it later. So you can use that for obscuring, probably. It'll look nice. But it'd probably be too confusing if you're actually playing Sylvanet. So
yeah,
maybe not good for you. But
Well, I would look. I've told you, I have multiple armies. I'm looking at getting
That's true.
Seraphon done now that like my Sylvaneth are all painted. I've set up my hobby spot like in my room, and it's like just been grinding armies, bro. I'm super excited. Once I finish up these last couple Sylvaneth, I think I'm going to jump into Seraphon next.
yeah,
And
it
once
seems
they're
like a
once
fun
they're
one.
painted, yeah, they seem like a blast. Once they're painted, I'm wanting to get them tabled, but I want to make sure I got some stuff painted. Right now, it's all like primed.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes, especially if you have 18 armies. So
Yeah, you have a point there.
yeah,
But I think that's going to be enough hobby violence for this one episode.
Hell
Some of those
yeah.
answers that we had definitely wrong, but we'll
get
let the
into-
comments decide that later. And I think we're going to wrap this one up. That's going to do it for this episode. Rolling Recklessly, man. Thank you so much, Blake, for jumping on. I really appreciate it, bro.
yeah. Thank you
take
for
your time out of
having
your day.
me. Yeah,
Been
no
super
worries.
hyped. We always love having like a different perspective in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
thank you for keeping me from Techless because I don't want to do that. So,
I'm happy that we could distract you, for a good
Yeah.
almost 2 hours now. So I'm very
Yeah.
hyped on that.
yeah,
It's,
for sure.
I'm super excited. Season 3, I want to have more of these types of conversations where we have other people on, get to pick their brain, get to hear your experiences, where you get to talk your story. That's always exciting for me. Those are my favorite parts of like AOS podcast. Is just hearing all the other people's backgrounds.
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
That's a big part of this, community as a whole. Like we've talked this whole time, like, yeah, man, we're painting and playing war dollies, but at the end of the day, it's us just chilling and hanging out. You know what I mean? That's what I
Yeah.
love about Gamers Guild. They provide that awesome atmosphere for us.
Yeah.
Before we wrap things up, Blake, you got any shout outs? You want to plug anything? You say you're not trying to take commissions, but man, we have a hungry scene out here, bro.
Yeah, I mean, not really. I have an Instagram with like no followers, so there's that. But I post my finished stuff there sometimes. Actually, I only have 12 followers right now. So if someone wants to be lucky 13 for the Horned Rat, you can follow at Horned Rat Customs. There's a dot between all of it. And then yeah, man, nothing, man. Just I guess one thing is go to the gym. Do it for yourself. It makes your life feel a lot better, dude. And if you're struggling through these paint sessions and stuff like that, go pump some fucking iron, get your aggression out, whatever. But I've been going back, and I know it sucks, but it's really important. And like, also there's nothing more badass than like jacked people playing Warhammer.
For
So
sure.
it's like, what can you tell me? My mind is strong with autism, and my body is strong with muscle. You're an unbreakable person. So take care of yourself, man, because painting all the time is your bones are gonna break and all your hair is gonna fall out.
For
So
sure.
that's my shout out is to health.
Let's go. Shout out to health.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a great message, man. Great thing to add to this. Definitely take care of yourself, and I think it's a great way to avoid like that hobby burnout. Like you said, fucking go work out, bro. Go put your body to work, and then you'll be ready to.
Oh yeah, you're all sick of painting. You're gonna go there. You're like, oh god damn, I just wish I was painting right now. You're gonna come back ready.
Yeah, you're like, I guess I can do techless.
Yeah.
How about Jesse? You got any shout outs for us?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jesus
Oh
Christ!
yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I love you, God.
I love you, God!
Here's my armor.
Full
guy's-
armor of God!
That guy's cool. I wish I loved anything as much as that guy loves Jesus. That guy's awesome.
That's like me talking about Sigmar.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna be disappointed come next edition, I think.
Let me see. Let me shout out Anthony over at Collective Gaming. Super cool guy down there in Mesa. Shout out to Retro Exchange. That's who I got my 2 Stormdrake Guard from on eBay. So I was
You got it
like,
from Retro?
yeah, I was like Stormdrake Guard, fully built and mostly
Am I
painted.
tripping? Is that like a local place?
It is a local place that you can go buy like hobby
Did they
stuff there.
move?
They're owned by Hobby Forge. They did. Yeah,
They
they're actually
moved.
they share a business with J&J.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they-
okay, dude. I used to go there because they were in like Peoria, right?
They were, now they're at 51st and
Yeah, I was like, what happened? Because I drove
Or
by
Peoria.
there and I was like, where'd the store go?
So they're
Yeah.
at 51st and Cactus now, but
It's Peoria,
it's a
Peoria,
Warhammer. I'm sorry, 51st Avenue in Peoria, but they don't sell Warhammer stuff anymore. J&J Gaming Factory there sells Warhammer stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
But Retro
Yeah.
Exchange sells their Warhammer stuff out of Hobby Forge over
Okay.
in Surprise. And
Hobby
I've
Forge
been-
and Retro Exchange are owned by the same guy.
yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
shout out to Hobby Forge as well.
Shout out Hobby Forge. They're 1 year. Let's go.
Yeah, they made a 1 year anniversary recently. So yeah, I mean, there's just so much Sigmar all over the valley. It's good to know that there's just so many opportunities. You know, shouts out to the green what is it, Green Banner event?
Yeah, Green Banner tournament.
Yeah, the Green
Blake,
Banner.
did you
tournament
sign
event.
up?
What's that?
The Green Banner tournament, the 5-man in June?
Oh no, I gotta take time off to play in tournaments.
Yeah.
And I don't have my next project ready to present. That's the
Okay.
only time I go.
Well,
Yeah,
they said
you were talking
5 man,
about
so I
last
was
time.
like, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do
I
it.
don't know. Yeah, I had such a great time at the last teams event that I just wanted to do that again.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was that, man? Like, it's the only universe where I could keep losing games and playing harder opponents. If I had to play Sylvaneth one more time, I was gonna stick my head under a car. That was terrible.
You know,
That
our
was
strategy
terrible.
when we were going into it, I was like, let me play Blake.
No,
And then he's like, dude, all he's played is Sylvaneth.
yeah, dude. I have that luck all the time. Like when Trogs were dominating the world, I had an all Rat Ogres list, and like I started playing all these guys. And I got paired into Trogs like 18 times that weekend, and I was just like, these are just better Rat Ogres in every single way. It's like I literally couldn't do anything all weekend, dude. That's why I've got to play for painting, because it's just like I need to hedge my bets, like, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna get screwed. I'm gonna get screwed somehow. I need to walk away with something. You know, you can drop every game and still be a winner. That's the game I like to play. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I love it. I love it. You got any more shout outs, Jesse?
No, man, that's it, man. I can't wait to get to Gamers Guild tomorrow and play some more. I can't wait to paint with some more of the techniques that Blake had showed me. Just what a hell of a time to be in the hobby. You know, if you're a small interest at all in Age of Sigmar, just get that first box. You know, just open it up, get it built, and just start painting. It really is that simple. You know, I know us who are super invested in the hobby, is easy for us to tell you, the audience, like, oh yeah, it's easy, just do it. But it really is. Like, it doesn't have to be complicated. And I remember we all once bought a box of GW models, and we were like, oh, I wonder if I could do this. And now, like, look where we are now. So yeah. It's a good time to be in the hobby. I'm glad it's growing, man. Shouts out to you both for being on this episode together with us. I can't wait for more of this season, bro. This season's gonna be it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, bro. This is only episode 2 of this season, and it already feels great. You know, we've got a lot of like fun, new, cool, new stuff, and I think we've got a lot more coming up. We've got a lot more content planned for us. You know, hopefully we can get some more of the video stuff in, and you know, just see where things go from here. But I wanted to give a few shout outs myself. I just wanted to give some love to some of the AOS creators. Like I listen to. I'm fortunate enough at my job where I get to wear headphones all day. I'm like literally in like the top percentage of Spotify listeners, because like the top like half percentage, because I get to listen to so much stuff all day. And you know, I've become super old now, so like I like the music I like, and I have a hard time finding new stuff. You know, that like I like no, I'm gonna listen to the same song I've heard a million fucking times. So I'm really into podcasts, obviously. You know, we do this, but I listen to a lot of great AOS podcasts that takes up a good chunk of my day. It, like, gets me through like all the shitty parts of my day. Sure. So I did want to give a big shout out, Dudes of Sigmar, Saints of Stagfall, Party at the All Points. You know, Season Award. Those guys all super sick guys. Dudes of Sigmar and Saints, all of them. They're all Canadian. Actually, fucking dude, Canada. They
Big
fuck
scene.
people up, I guess, in Sigmar. It's fucking.
Oh yeah,
wild.
you don't say.
They do. They Canada fuck shit
Oh
up
yeah,
in Sigmar.
betcha.
So I love hearing
Yeah.
that.
Dude,
Dudes of
tough luck. You
Sigmar.
failed all your rolls.
Oh, that's too
Super-
bad.
Super friendly and whooping your ass. Like, isn't that the fucking worst? You know what I mean? It's like Jed as a country. You're like, dude. But shout out Dudes of Sigmar. Love those guys. Damon and Roma. Shout out to you guys. Super sick. You guys provide a lot of content for me to get through my shitty days. Saints of Stagfall, those are 2 dudes. They actually just started following the Instagram. They're another big part of that Canadian scene out there. 2 super chill dudes. I love listening to their stuff. They need to upload more of their shit to fucking Spotify. Upload your shit to Spotify. Yeah. Party at the All Points. I mean, bro, hands down the best. Like, it's my favorite podcast out of all podcasts. Like, dude, Joe Rogan is pretty dope. You know what I mean? But Party at the All Points is my favorite.
What a segue.
Yeah. Dayton O'Bray, bro. I want to party with you, Dayton.
No,
Party at the All Point with you.
Yeah. Please.
Shout us. Yeah, Seasons of War. Big YouTube. If you watch Battle Reports, Jordan and Ridge on there, bro. Those guys seem fucking super chill. Play a lot of cool shit. Like, they're living like my ideal life. Like, I want to be doing that. So fucking shouts out to those guys that they made it happen, man. Super dope. Also want to give a big shout out to Age of Sigmar community out here in Phoenix. Super big community out here. Everybody's super sick. I haven't had a lot of bad experiences, and I've enjoyed meeting everybody, hearing all your guys' different stories. Man, if it wasn't for Sigmar, I wouldn't have met cool people like you, Blake. Jesse, you told me you loved like Warhammer when we very first met, and fucking bro clicked. Like, I was like, yeah, here's my new best friend, bro. I'm about to turn super gay right now. Like, so like,
do you like guacamole?
Exactly. Same size. John Stamos, Velociraptor. It was that fucking moment right now for me. So, big shout out to Age of Sigmar. Yeah, thank you guys. Big shout out to Phoenix. Out here, Gamers Guild, House of Hobbies. Obviously, you guys been fucking taking super good care of us when we go over there and chill with you guys.
Yeah.
That's really, I think, all I got for my shout outs.
Grizzly's accepting an Emmy right now. He's like, first I gotta thank God. Like,
yeah.
I like to close the shout outs and hype up the scene, bro. That's my vibe.
I'm just messing around. That's funny.
Thank you, Blake, though, for jumping on. Big shout out to you. Thank you, Jesse, for always being on my team, bro. I couldn't have nobody else, so I'm super excited.
Oh, yeah, bro.
If you guys enjoyed this episode, please make sure to share it, follow it, and share it with your local friend group. That really helps us grow a lot. Like, I can kind of see all the stats and stuff. It's not very specific, but I can see people are checking it out, bro. So keep sharing it. I appreciate it. All the support generally helps us. If you want to take a look at over us Instagram at rolling_recklessly_podcast. And then check us out, obviously, on YouTube. See us all in there. Everything's on Spotify. We're on all the big streaming services except for Apple Podcasts, I believe. But everything else we're on. We drop all of our new episodes on Monday. With that, we've got more guests, more games, more hobby talk, and a lot more coming this season. Till next time, you guys got anything else to help close this out?
Oh, man, hit him with what we say.
All right. Yeah. So, until next time, may your crits be high, your paint never dry, and your rolls ever reckless.
Hell yeah.
May your crits be high, may your